welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing The World at War, or Scion 2nd Edition Chronicle. We had some neat stuff happen last week. Anybody remember where we left off?
Murder?
There was a murder, yes.
He had it coming.
He had it coming.
That we'll have to wait and see.
Did he necessarily have coming, though?
He had it coming.
We have a murder monkey on the loose.
We do.
We're going to have to rein him in at some point. But TLDR, we have been accused of all the bullshit that's going on in Olympus right now. However much of it is true is very little. And we are continuing to be gaslit by the Varangian band.
But we have witnesses this time.
And the story guide.
And the story guide.
Yeah, the story guide definitely gaslit us too.
Oh, I thought you meant you had witnesses in the story guide.
No, we know you're against us.
I am offended.
Are you, though?
A little bit.
I would say your tone says no, I'm really not.
You've got to be a fan of your players.
Uh-huh.
But you've also really got to want to hurt the characters.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I may or may not want to kill characters. I do not want to kill players, though. You can rest assured of that.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
I mean, y'all be hard to replace. I finally got a full batch where everybody's got cameras. Other games do that.
Took a whole campaign.
Two whole campaigns, actually.
Yeah, this
That's
one's the
true.
vampire one. It's the same group, though. All right. So getting back to it, where exactly in the city were y'all at the end of the campaign?
We were
End of
out.
the session.
We were outside the city.
End of the campaign. Interesting phrase. Turn of phrase there, buddy.
That's right. Y'all had made it out to the farm.
Yeah, they were out there. There's a Connor by the tree. There's a Connor by the plant shop.
I was fixed to say, SoFTXE needs to be rebooted. Please stand by.
Shut up.
By the what shop now?
Plant
The
shop.
plant shop.
That's right. You'd left one outside Sasha's grandparents' store/apartment.
Yes, there is one that is keeping a watch over the Varangian Guards headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And then Connor Prime is at the farm.
Okay. I think you had one more clone, but it popped when you caused a car accident
Yes.
after murdering the driver.
He
I
deserved
mean, that's how you cause a car accident.
It's one way.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one way.
All right. So you'd moved your dragon out to the barn.
Yes.
She is looking forward to a fight.
She is, yes.
Because you keep promising her fights, and she keeps not getting in fights.
Well, you keep not giving us fights.
Well, that might resolve itself tonight. It depends. I don't know what y'all are going to do.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I see two potential branches, and I don't know which branch you're going to go down first. You're probably going to go down both of them, but I don't know what order.
Yeah.
Both of them at the same time.
If you wanted to split the party, you could probably do that.
No.
All right.
So we're all at the safe house at this point. Yeah?
You're at the safe house. It was getting pretty late by the time you got there.
Yeah, so Hilarious is probably just finding a bunk bed somewhere.
I'll say it actually is night out because I remember
It was a new moon.
we made a roll to see if it
What
was a
phase of
new
the moon it
moon
was?
or not. Because
It was.
Shauna is pitch black scales, so she blended in with the night sky. So no one noticed Connor and Shauna leaving Although they probably noticed, the 50-foot geyser that popped up.
No, that's a possibility.
Sure.
But
They noticed some weirdness, just not your weirdness.
yeah. He did stop the lake from doing things again, though, so,
For a while.
there is that. Well, yeah. Just not right now.
hmm
But anyway, sorry.
Sarah, don't distract me with such things.
What did you do this time?
Hunter the Reckoning 5th edition.
Too late. Anyway.
I'll start the list for the next campaign. All right, so next morning, sun's up, y'all are up, or whatever.
Well, actually, I was going to say when Connor gets back to the barn, he's immediately hunting Talarius down, like before
They're
everyone goes to sleep.
okay.
There, sorry.
They're that, but also they're immediately in bed as soon as they get into the safe house. They just find a bucket.
Okay, well then he'll wait.
You're gonna just stand a vigil right in front of them, just like
He's standing a vigil over the outside to keep watch of the house, make sure nobody
Sure.
comes. But yeah,
and then they'll eventually wake up in the morning.
All right.
I just picture Monkey right there.
Night at the safe house, passes in eventually.
Sorry, just one more piece of thing to need to work out. I did ask if the police were coming for the plant shop that the clone was outside of. How did that resolve?
Oh, yes. They would have shown up eventually. Because it's a suspected arson.
Yeah.
When they get there's a lot of hands kind of, down on side arms, though nobody draws on you immediately. One of them approaches you, they seem a little surprised to see you here. But
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Mr. Hughes, we need to bring you in for questioning.
Is that all you're going to bring me in for?
Yes, sir, that's what we're... we just need to question you on a few of the incidences, a few accusations that have been made.
Yeah. Right. Well, fair warning. You get a little rough with me, and I will vanish. I am not Connor Prime, as it were.
Let's see. And you've been pretty pretty open with the duplication thing, haven't you?
It's not. He doesn't spout it off to everybody, but it's not like a super secret either.
It's not a close guarded secret. It's just
You've interacted with enough
people
of the
happen to
police.
see.
But I think the police would have knowledge of it.
At the very least, yes, the police would know that he can duplicate.
Well, thank you for letting us know that. No intentions of getting that kind of rough, though.
Well, I certainly hope not, considering we've been accused of what is effectively what will end up as genocide.
He looks a little alarmed at the word genocide. But
Not wrong, but you shouldn't say it.
And they cuff you. They set you in the back of a squad car. Now, as they're doing that, the guy talking to you does ask you, what happened here? How did you arrive here, or when did you arrive here?
Well, what happened here is somebody set fire to the place. How I got here is, considering the rest of our allies we called in to deal with Scylla, inexplicably died tonight. we went to check on the Varangian band to see if they were all right. We found Kim's dojo on fire. Asked the marshal there if anything else was on fire. He mentioned the flower shop, and then I rushed here and found it on fire.
And the Rubicon.
I'm
I'm not there, but
yeah.
Richard.
It's like my prime self. We were at the Rubicon as well, and we were told it was on fire. I actually.
Yeah, police and firefighters were already there when you got there, so they've already got kind of a report on that.
So yeah, we were there responding to that because we got called going, hey, we saw it on the news. Hey, it's on fire. This was after I got called saying, hey, all these people are dead. We were like, what?
And who called you to tell you all those people were dead?
One of my contacts in your department.
I don't guess you'd give me a name.
Not until I know that he won't end up dead tomorrow morning.
Whoa. No. Okay, just hang on to that then.
Well, I mean, can you blame me considering we brought in some people to help us with our fight to save the city and they ended up dead the same night, so I'm not going to give out their name. Not until I know for sure that whoever hears the name won't be going to go off him.
That's fair, I guess. And you said you called in these people. Are you referring to the centaurs?
The bikers and the centaurs. We did not call them in, no. Though they were called in as allies to join our fight.
Mm-hmm. Who called them in then? Or who put you in contact with them?
That would have been the proprietor of the Rubicon, which as you know, also got attacked.
Yes. Him and one of the wait staff, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, they cart you off, and you know as they're pulling off, you see other cops walking up and like talking to the fire captain that's there.
Yeah, he'll also mention if you're fine waiting until tomorrow, my prime self has quite a bit of evidence to present to your captain if he's even willing to listen.
Of course it would be. And he'd very much. The rest of your band is also wanted for questioning. If you convince them all to come in, it'd go a lot easier.
I doubt it.
However, I'll be honest with you.
The murder would go so much easier.
Yeah, Connor actually would go.
So
well,
untrusting.
I mean,
who's hurt
with them all being in the same place,
Ew.
their murder would come along quite easily. Yes, I agree. We'll see. Given the state of the city at present, I'm not entirely sure that them coming into the city will result in them being able to leave the city alive.
All the cops are looking at you like you're a paranoid conspiracy theorist.
I have a question when this is resolved here.
He sees it looks like did you or did you not see the news report that people we thought were our allies decided to blame everything on us that we had nothing to do with?
Well, they from what I've heard, have presented some evidence, but that's above my pay grade. And I guess he just kind of ushers you into the car. When you get to the station, it's a lot of the same question. I mean, they sit you down, they question you.
Yep.
I believe they can hold you for 24 hours without charging you for anything.
Yes, correct.
So they spend a couple hours picking over your questions, or asking you questions, picking over your story.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you particularly keep from them, other than some specific names of people that you don't want to put a target on?
Nah, that'd be the only thing he'd really keep. Is just the names that he doesn't want to paint targets on for their own safety.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question. Given my tie to the Order Purview, would the police coming into Telarius's apartment and like all the amount of police going in there, does that feel like an overreach given what Samuel's described to me?
Maybe. On the other hand, your entire band has basically been seen coming in and out of that place. So they may have rolled up concerned that the entire band was there.
Okay.
If they're going after one normal guy for questioning, yes, that'd been massive overkill.
Even the one not beefed up, like the one not combat oriented like Scion, still kind of an overreach.
But you gotta look at it from a mortal's point of view. They don't know what you can do exactly.
They definitely know what I can do. I don't shut up about it.
They don't.
I will say on that note, Hilarious. Actually, thank you for reminding me.
Sure.
Or Deca, I called you Hilarious. It's been a long day.
Character bleed. It's fine.
One thing that Clone Connor will mention is it might be in their best interest to pull security footage out and to check for an actual sign of a fight in the flower shop, because there's only two Scions here that we know of that can utilize fire primarily, which would be Dixie and himself. And the only person really Dixie would be fighting here would be Sasha, and both use bladed weapons. So, if there was a fight...
You say primarily. Can some of your other allies use it in a secondary fashion?
Not that I know of.
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
got that down.
Robert makes things, so I guess maybe that counts. But he doesn't use it offensively.
So what exactly do your friends do then?
Oh boy.
This and that. Things and stuff.
But you'd say
we do a lot
Sasha,
of things.
You did say Miss Adele was fond of bladed weapons.
I said she can use one. I didn't say she was fond of it.
You imply that's how she'd be fighting if she was fighting.
If she was fighting in close quarters.
And of course, everybody knows Miss Hartzell packs an axe.
He's studying the man with his background, being a gangster, street life, and all that. Is this a man like fishing for information to give to like somebody else that isn't the police captain?
Oh, let's see. What would you roll to determine something like that? Mr. Connor Hughes.
Shame Streetwise isn't a thing in this game.
Actually, culture, street life might work.
Culture and like hunting, maybe.
Can I use culture and manipulation?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 7 successes.
Ooh.
All right. So were the officers that picked you up were really concerned and would probably have drawn and tried to gun you down if you'd done anything the least bit aggressive? That struck you as concern because we've got something supernatural standing in front of us that, there's all these stories going about.
Yeah.
But they seem to be acting pretty legit. There's something shady about this guy. You can't put your finger on exactly what it is. He just comes off as shady. Is he fishing for information? Absolutely.
Yeah.
To give to his superiors, for the police's own use, to somebody else.
The Varangian band.
You couldn't tell for sure.
The Varangian band has stated before that they have quite a few contacts in the police department.
They've also talked about calling the mayor.
Yes. Connor he studies the man for a moment and goes, "What's your name?"
Does he have is the badge like crossed out or something? Where you can't read his badge number?
Let's see. This would be This is a detective, so he's actually just in more of a suit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He'd still have it like.
He
but
would have
has it.
introduced himself when he came in.
Yes, he would have introduced himself
Sure.
when he came in.
Okay. So in that case, if he did, Connor was like, "What'd you say your name was again?"
Scott Brown,
Mr. Brown.
detective.
I'll go with Mr.
You tell him, look at his face. That's not how you met friends with the detective.
You're not here to really do your job, are you?
Well, I'm here to investigate allegations, and that's what I'm doing.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'll bite. What am I here for?
No, that's to be determined still. You're probably one of the shadiest people I've ever met.
That's saying something.
Okay. I'm not the one accused of murdering a bunch of people and set things on fire, but okay. And we all know you like to play with fire.
Oh, interesting. So we've graduated up to murder suddenly.
Well, you already knew those were the accusations.
No.
I'm
That
pretty sure I thought the Varangian band had blamed you for some of the deaths.
No.
Be right back, phone.
So. How interesting. Who is it you report to again?
He names out whoever the captain is of this of the precinct you're in.
Using that role, does he sound like he's being legit with that?
He's getting a little nervous of your line of questioning.
Okay.
Charles Allen is the name of the guy in charge of this precinct, but his direct, be kind of his direct superior.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anyway, I need to ask you about some of these specific incidents. And he, brings up, the centaurs and like I said, goes over kind of the stuff you've been going over. Though he wraps up his questioning, relatively quickly. And gets out of the room.
Connor will look up at the mirrors like, "Captain, are you in there?"
Yeah, there's like no answer. There's just the officer that's in the room with you, who kind of glances at the mirror, but doesn't.
Mind if I make a request of you? Then he'll look to the officer in the room.
Depends on what it is.
Oh, it's simple. Next time you have somebody come in to question me, make sure they're actually on the up and up first.
The detectives worked here for years, so.
Except he wasn't fishing for information just to report to you all. He was digging it for somebody else.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
And Connor will just sit back, do his thing.
Eventually, they'll lead you off to like a holding cell or something. Explain to you that they can hold you for 24 hours. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, hopefully you and your friends will come by, you know, in the morning.
Well, if you can assure them of their safety while they're here.
No, there's nowhere safer in the city. So anyway, morning comes over at the
If
safe
he says
house.
there's nowhere safer in the city, it's like you've literally got monsters sitting in the lake that I stopped last night, and there's quite a lot of people that just got murdered for trying
Right, but
to help
you're in the police
monster.
station. He said there is nowhere safer in the city. He's not
I
saying
could
the city's
literally-
safe. He's saying you're safe as you're going to be here.
Connor goes, I could literally tear that wall down with my bare hands. I'm not going to, but I could.
Yeah, we know.
All right.
All right, so the next morning,
Hilarious wakes up to monkey in front of them.
Not directly in front of them. He's just like sitting in the living room. But yeah.
Oh, okay. They wake up and kind of like scratch themselves and very slowly amble to the what passes for a living room here.
It's hilarious. You're gonna have a lot of information to sift through in a bit.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I know you're not.
Oh, also the police department would like us to go to the main precinct for questioning.
That doesn't sound like a great idea.
Well, at the very least, with me involved, the things can't get worse while dealing with them, at least complication-wise.
I've been awake for a minute. I still don't think it's a great idea.
Well, it's either that or we're hunted while we're trying to do our job.
We're hunted regardless is the thing.
Hence the maybe meeting with him to not make that. Never mind. We can
If
talk about
there's
it
a
later.
titan coming after us, that's probably the thing versus, mortal officers.
One of them, perhaps. But that'd be one of those things that's more of a. I would rather them not get in the way trying to stop us.
And you think what? We can placate the law enforcement, and they'll just let us go, and the other band won't try to blame us for something else.
Oh, we'll have to deal with the other band regardless. I'm saying I just want to get the city and the law enforcement of the city out of the way. I don't care about the other band. The earth could open up, swallow them all whole, and I'd party.
At this point, I think I'd party with you.
Sweet. We'll make a date out of it.
They're getting like a coffee or something and just like,
Oh, by the way, I have a computer here you might want to take a look at when you've got time.
ooh, I didn't realize this. What happened to like off the grid and all that?
Oh, it is off the grid. I just use it as data storage for everything I've been recording ever since our first meetup with the band in the park with those mercenaries.
Ah, okay, that's different. Gotcha. Well, I have my stuff in the cloud right now. I sent it off when Samuel called last night.
Yeah, I have all mine stored on solid states
Okay.
here.
Solid states are solid.
Yep.
And they'll get the sleep out of their eyes and sift through some of the information on the computer.
all right. What are the rest of y'all doing as y'all wake up? Most of you are probably awake before Delirious.
Probably.
This safe house got a kitchen.
It's also got a storage and crafting room too, if you're curious.
Robert would have been curious, or would have been courteous, and brewed everybody a pot of coffee, and taken the first bit to have his own cup, and had wandered on downstairs or wherever the crafting and storage is to assess supplies, see what they got to work
God.
with.
it's not dwarf level, but it's stuff to make like basic things, like Molotov cocktails and things like that.
There's probably enough supplies down there that Robert could repair your armors if it got damaged.
Yeah. But basically, Connor keeps it stocked in case he kept it stocked up in case he ever had to go and initiate guerrilla warfare.
Isn't that what he's initiating though?
You are a gorilla.
And this is where he's at, so
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
You're a gorilla. You're causing war.
Yeah, look where we are. Mission accomplished.
You got there.
We did get there.
Yeah, so there's just goes through the machine, goes through all of the different information,
Okay.
drinking a coffee and slowly getting more energy as that goes on.
I'll say TLDR. I did episode 1 did say Connor had a camera that a small camera he attaches to his clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have to worry about it getting knocked off when he's running around at high speed.
Yeah, because it wasn't on Talarius's level, but Connor had his own YouTube channel and stuff.
Yeah. And I did stay at the meeting with the where the mercs jumped us.
Mm-hmm.
That after that point he would be recording everything that he does. Except for when he doesn't need to, like when he's about to go assassinate somebody. But yeah, it's literally basically from that episode up till now is the information you've got for Talarius to sift through.
Ready?
And how is Sasha spending her morning?
She's gonna study the ring that she has from Fitzloyd Smith and see if she can figure out a way to reverse engineer it, even if it's just to kind of keep the farm hidden from the Oracle.
That is interesting.
Given her occult level and possibly enlisting Robert's help, considering his crafting abilities.
I would say if you wanted to, if one of you wanted to spend a legend and basically you use a marvel to sort of expand the effect of this ring, with the side effect of you kind of have to leave it still. So you could set it down somewhere and blanket the farm with it.
Done.
Do you want to expand the legend or me?
I've got legend to blow. Let's do this. I only use my legend for 1 or 2 things, and it's mostly just imbue.
Alright. It's kind of jury rigged together, but you're pretty sure this would stop anybody from being able to just magically pinpoint where you're at.
It covers out to where the dragon is as well, correct?
It's essentially the property.
Okay.
We won't worry about exact measurements. But yeah, the house and the surrounding buildings for sure.
Alright.
Alright, so what all information specifically is Talarius going through? Just all Connor's body cam footage?
A lot of it, they're specifically looking for some of the stuff at the. He couldn't get the plant stop because that was not Connor. But some of the more recent altercations with the Varangian band. Just kind of like double checking and seeing if they're
Her
on the up and up.
her grandparents probably would have security cameras installed after the whole bit with Fritz Lloyd.
Also true. And it's also something I would be interested in looking at.
And considering it's a business too, so.
So that's also why Connor mentioned it to the officers, so everybody covering it. Yes.
Polaris would for sure want to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the footage of Chad in the building before the Fishman attack.
Yes.
Yeah. I did. I do remember taking a look at that though.
All right, I have been handed a text document.
Well, that's just for everyone's general purposing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was this is our shit list.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That is this is all the evidence we've acquired.
Yeah. Solaris is gonna use a lot of it. Solaris is gonna use it to like make our alibi into like not quite a video package, but like we have this just getting like key screenshots to be like we were here at this time. We were here at this time. Because I assume like especially between Connor's body cam and Tolaris's like GoPro, they're very like everything is time stamped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just getting like lining up dates and accusations and having the this is where we were. This is where we were. Just doing that.
So
probably
any opportunity you get to go, oh, we weren't there when that was going on.
Yeah. Pretty much if need be, I'll just activate We Go All Night and just do that. And that'll be Tolaris's day. If need be. I don't think we'll have to, but just in case.
Sasha will
Well-
pop in. Don't forget to check the coffee shop, see if we can get their footage somehow.
Good call. They'll do that as well. So basically going through all of the places that had fire,
Mhm.
seeing if they had security footage, looking through it.
All right, you're not able to find out if Kim's
I
dojo
assume I
had
can't
footage or
get
not.
Kim's dojo, sure.
Fuck his dojo.
The coffee shop, I don't think had cameras.
The place business not have cameras.
There were
little
people
cafe-
recording.
The little
Um,
cafe that's like 10 feet away from me has cameras.
And there were people recording once it started getting hairy.
Yep.
No, that is true.
So, hey, we should check that Discord that we're all a part of now.
That's true.
That nobody knows we're a part of, but yes.
You know what? That's a good idea. They pat Sasha on the shoulder. Good idea. And they'll just flip open their phone and look through it.
There are definitely some diehards in your camp, but the Varangian band fans are very vocal, and nothing they're saying is really encouraging to any of you.
Right, but is there any like found footage in here?
There is some footage from the coffee shop.
How edited does it look?
It's pretty much the straight footage. It's just not very well done, and people were running away.
Sure.
And nobody's
sure.
really got how it started.
Not really interested in how it started. I just don't want. I do not want the ending of Robert just like just randomly shooting. I don't want that to be what is the end all be all.
They don't have it how it starts. They also don't have how it ended, because everybody that was filming while running out.
Okay.
By the time the fight wrapped, there was only that little old lady still in there trying to get out.
Then
Now some folks were filming like outside the building, so they saw Kim get smashed out.
sure, but doesn't.
But you
But
couldn't
that's
really
just
tell what was
Kim.
going inside the building when they did it.
Sure. I'll make a play and try and go. Like, I will literally try to like hack into the security system and see if I can't find it.
Okay.
Find the
No,
footage.
now the footage where Kim gets knocked out of the building, they did also catch when Robert climbed out the window, and the two of them conversed briefly, and then Robert left and Kim went back in.
Okay, that's important.
And there is some discussion on what was that.
Yeah. Okay, that is important then. Like, if Robert was a menace, why is he talking to Kim?
He's such a menace. Why did Kim let him go?
Yep.
He feared for his life. The man had a gun.
Okay.
But now, would Connor have worn his camera, or Talarius, either one, have worn their cameras to the big meeting with everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tulare said they did, yeah.
Unanimously, yes.
Okay. That is probably the most damning evidence you would have.
Mm.
Because the Rubicon does not have a lot in the way of cameras. There's like a camera that watches the parking lot or whatever.
Sure, but
that's intentional on their part
respects
because
people's
they've got
privacy.
they've got such weird clientele that
just gonna like message him like what's his name, Anthony, and be like, one of these days you're gonna have to get security cameras in here. Maybe in the rebuilding effort. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of Anthony, at some point Sasha will bring up, do we want to contact him, make sure they're okay, considering what's happened to everyone else?
Couldn't hurt.
If they got a truck and fuck off.
Well, especially with their third passenger.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, that does remind me. Y'all do your thing. I need to contact somebody.
Oh boy.
What?
Contacting somebody's not great.
Maybe he's ordering pizza.
The pizza driver's gonna get into a crash on the way here now. You fate bound him. They're very obviously joking while they work.
She throws some kind of pillow at Talarius.
I'll wait till y'all do your thing, and then Connor will make his call.
All right. So somebody was calling Anthony, or were you texting Anthony?
I'm not.
I'll text him.
Okay. You get a response back right away. He's asking how the band is. Have y'all gotten somewhere safe?
For the time being, we are secure. Are you safe? Is everyone safe on your end?
Yes. Him and Kathy are fine. They have, let's see, he wouldn't be loose lips.
Yeah, she would know that to keep it everything.
They've got a safe place to stay.
Okay.
The police are wanting them to come in to, answer some questions, which none of which sound suspicious to him, particularly. Particularly since they were the victims and the.
Considering what happened to the other members of the meeting that we were all at, I would still be on my guard.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she'll pretty much just be like, keep safe. If you need anything, contact us. But just keep safe. All of you.
Understood.
She'll pass on. Well, she'll just like hold up the text message like, eh?
Oh, that's
Jaden
good.
will
It's
give
good
us
to me.
Oh, I didn't ask Jaden earlier. What was it Jaden did when she got up that morning?
kind of walk the perimeter outside. not too far from the area, but just walked it.
Okay. Yeah, it's mostly just kind of open, unused farmland at the moment. There's some pasture that circles the house. Whether or not Connor owns that part of the property, or if he just owns a bit the house is on, who knows. But whoever owns it, nobody's using it. All the track, you notice tracks, but it's all run of the mill, normal animals for the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When you pass close to the barn, you hear some movement in the barn, but you know the dragon's in there. So.
Yeah. That's all she would have done in the morning, was just walked it.
All right.
Making sure not seeing anything weird or, anybody trying to come see them,
Come on, girl, I'm over fire.
All right. So who was it Connor wanted to get in touch with?
He's actually going to call his contact in Allsgood.
Okay.
One of the various. We never actually gave them a name, just that
Okay.
he has contact.
Well, you could probably call a couple of the survivors that decided to stay in town would answer your call. So.
Yeah.
So you call
Yeah,
the diner, and it's one of the folks that works the diner.
Yeah. Hey, it's Connor.
Oh, hey, Mr. Hughes.
Hey, that'd be an odd question, but has a second Cyclops come by chance?
Mm-mm. He called and said he was coming, but we have not seen him. Belisarius was all armed up and ready to go.
Yeah, that means he probably got offed on the way.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
Yeah. Look, we might need some character witnesses eventually.
We've seen some disturbing stuff on the news. Now, none of us up here believe it, of course.
Thank goodness for that. Yeah, basically, the other band basically is gaslighting the town.
Oh, okay. I just assumed they were lying.
They are. But they're basically trying to convince everybody it was us for their own deeds.
Well, yeah, I mean, any of us you saved will roll down there and tell them all about what happened.
Yeah. Well, if it comes down to it, if we, yeah, that'd be great, actually. Thank you.
Got anything you need me to tell Belisarius?
That when this is all over, I will honor the deal that I made with him, and I will bring his flock here.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be glad to hear that. He still whines about him every now and then. His English has come along nice, though.
Yeah, I'll be sure to bring them here.
Some of the guys spoke fun of him for being a sheep herder.
Bah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sheep
Don't tell the cattle
bah.
ranchers that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I had better go. We've still got shenanigans to deal with.
Alright, well, if there's anything we can do for you, you just call us up and let us know.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
it'd take us a while to drive down, but
Mhm.
But we owe you guys pretty big.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Is this phone call taking place within earshot? Or did you excuse yourself?
He didn't excuse himself. You're pretty much in earshot of the combo.
Okay. So while they're working, they're just like, you think it's a good idea to bring them, to have them drive by themselves?
How far does the murder field extend?
You're not wrong. Well, anybody who tried to get here to help us pretty much died. How about if we do need
Record it.
character witness, you just get everybody together and I'll call you. Have Belisarius guard the place just in case.
Record it,
Sure,
send
sure.
it to Hilarious. We can just include it.
He'll just put his phone on speaker, set it down when Sasha starts talking.
Oh yeah. I think Two Bulls got a camcorder, or one of them go cams, whatever they're called.
GoPro?
Yeah, it's it.
Just hear a loud mechanical keyboard clacking.
Oh God, they're one of those people.
It's Connor's keyboard.
Okay, that tracks.
I mean,
Uh-huh. I'm just thank you for proving me right.
Yep.
All right, so you get off the phone with him, basically with the impression that they're going to do like get somebody's camera, do like testimonial kind of thing.
Basically, yeah. That'll be the bit that I wanted to do. So, now that that's all taken care of, hey Talarius, you good to listen while you work?
I'm pretty good at multitasking. Just don't get me up from the computer.
Yeah, that's good. Y'all feel like dealing with a certain very, very pesky annoyance that's called an oracle?
She points at where the ring has been centralized. That's how we're dealing with it right now.
Well, yeah, and while we're here, we're fine. Which, great thinking, by the way. But when we're not here, we're not.
Do you know name? Do you know location?
Well, I was gonna bug the Kadama again and see if he knows.
The Kadama couldn't even tell us where an oracle from your own, pantheon was. What makes you think the oracle's going to be able to find one from a completely different one?
It's
I'm not.
what I have to offer to the attempted search. Other than, just searching.
I mean, it can't hurt.
So, yeah. I don't have any other ideas other than ask him.
Can't hurt. Just be prepared for, nothing.
I'm used to dealing with that disappointment, thank you.
All right, so is your clone at the tree gonna shake the tree until the Kadama looks down at you?
The clone in the tree, once everything started happening, the clone is up in the tree and blending into the foliage.
It's made a ghillie suit.
Yeah, basically. And but he'll wrap his knuckles on the trunk See if Kadam will wake. I mean, it is morning, so sun's up.
I think Adam was on one of the trees basking in the morning light.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, Connor.
So I know I asked this a lot, but I'm hoping you got something for me, considering everything's going on right now. Do you know where Kaya's oracle is?
I have been asking around.
I mean, I know we know she's, or at least was, on the other side of the lake. But anything specific, maybe?
I have spoken to spirits in the area, and they tell me make a roll to see if he actually knows anything useful.
God damn it! Okay.
I'm honestly
Marvel.
picturing it. I'm sorry, I'm just pitching in character. The Kadama's just being all spiritual and wise, and then all of a sudden, just out of character.
Make a
Give me a roll.
Yeah.
They have told me. And they have told me. No successes. I don't know shit. No.
Yeah.
But no, we'll have to see what the roll is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty. And a Marvel would work, but fortunately, it's only successes, not extra dice.
Since you only need the one success.
Finally. Okay, 3 successes. Yeah, I only need a success for it to count. So.
But yes, they have told me the Varangian band have been in contact with someone, a man. The man does not appear to be the Oracle, perhaps a servant of the Oracle. But the band, he has spoken with the Varangian band in person here in Olympus. And knowing my curiosity, this small spirit hitched a ride with him, I think is the term, across the lake to Othris. Anyway.
Yeah.
And to a square metal box people live in.
A house?
No, I'm familiar with the house. It has wheels, but they're cemented in. It's
Trailer?
Perhaps that was it. He knew enough of mortal concerns to be able to pull the address off of the box they put the mail in.
Okay.
So he actually gives you an address.
Cool.
When you look it up, it's a full-on trailer park.
That tracks. The hell is happening down there? Someone's making a lot of noise downstairs. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a second. No, I told you wrong. Ignore the trailer part. It's an apartment. It's a small apartment building. Still over in Orthrus. You still have the address. I was getting 2 people mixed up.
Okay.
So bomb the trailer park and the apartment building. Got it.
Well, the trailer park, it might be people that would help you. You don't know. But no, you get the address and like room number for this, or the apartment number for this. Where this man was coming from anyway.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks. Once we get everything, ironed out, I'll be sure to get you a lot of peaches.
You are racking up some debt.
I am, I know.
But I'm patient.
What, you can't go to a Whole Foods real quick?
Not while we're in the middle of a war.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So you have that bit of information.
Yeah, we do. In which he will share it. Like, hey.
Hmm?
So he actually had some info this time.
Ooh.
Not the Oracle themselves, but somebody who works for them. It's basically the one that the Varangian band has been in contact with. Another nail in the coffin, so to speak. But yeah, that's what we got. We can go check it out. I can go check it out. Some people can go check it out. What do y'all want to do?
The only bad thing on us all going to check it out is this has to remain stationary for it to work.
That's true. Oh, do we want to go ahead and get the police off our back? Give us a little bit of room to maneuver?
Probably on the third or fourth cup of coffee. I mean, it would probably benefit us, but you know.
It's only been an hour. How are you on the third or fourth one?
He's quite dedicated.
You haven't had to pull all-nighters and just practically live off this, have you?
No.
About to say character, maybe not player. Fuck yes.
Sleep?
Yep.
What the hell's that?
Alright, so what are you doing? Which problem are you tackling first? What are you doing?
Personally, I am of the mindset of get the city off our back. And that also throws a little bit of a wrench in the Varangian band as well. Because if they're proven to be a problem, or if they're proven to be the ones responsible for all this, then they suddenly can't move as freely.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're gonna listen to us?
Won't know unless we try.
Yeah. Basically, all we have to do is just all we can do, I should say, is get as many people together as we can and argue our case. I mean, we have all that info that Talarius and I have been scrounging up. Talarius being the master and commander and of all that is tech.
Aw, shucks.
Probably has put something quite nice together.
Robert's good with
Evidence-wise.
tech too.
Robert's a
tech
master
is-
craftsman.
Robert smiles and looks at Connor like, "Bud, you got something a little bit there. You might want to be careful to get any more
Oh
there."
my god.
Again, he's doing this in a playful manner, smiling as he makes the comment. Now, whether or not Connor cares to pick up on what he's saying.
I will
If you
say.
gentlemen, if you folks are done with your bromance, that's the word, right? Bromance.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's get this to the police. The easier we can move around, the easier we can actually try to take care of the Oracle. I have a feeling if we set foot back in that city again, it could be troublesome.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a plan to me.
I have no qualms. The sooner we get this done, a little bit more relaxed we can be.
And while we're here, the Oracle can't really find us anyways, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you doing? Give me a plan of attack, a plan of action.
Well, if everybody's agreed, the Connor in the holding cell is going to go to the guard like, hey, can I talk to your chief?
I'll see if he's available.
It's important.
And he uses his radio, he doesn't leave. They've had a guard or two outside the holding cell the entire time you've been in there.
Yeah, and Clone Connor basically is just he's just sat there and not really done much.
So one of them
He's
gets on the
a
radio.
good chaos monkey.
And you said you were asking for the captain.
Yeah.
So a little bit later, a few minutes later, the police captain comes down.
Hello, Captain.
Mr. Hughes, you needed to speak to me about something?
Yes. So the rest of the band has agreed to come and talk.
Wait, we did?
I think he's angling for something.
We're not there, but
Well, isn't that what we... So, like, deal with the police to get the city
send
off our
him the
back?
video.
Okay. Well,
Anonymously email the police.
fine.
It's fine.
Well, so... What
like
the
fun.
band has agreed on first. Since I misunderstood what they all said.
That's fine, yeah.
So what the band has agreed on first is they're going to send you all the evidence we've accrued. And depending on how that is received, or if anything wonky happens with it, then they might be amiable to come in and talk.
All right, well, we can accept. I mean, what sort of evidence are they presenting? Because there's a whole chain of custody on evidence. Are we talking about physical evidence or?
Physical, electronic, mostly electronic.
It's probably a thumb drive.
Although electronic in physical form, if that matters.
You're bringing us like video files, is what you're saying.
Yeah, thumb drive. I know.
All right. Well, we would certainly take a look at that.
As Prime Connor hears Telarius, goes, "Oh yeah, thumb drive."
Well, it's a step in the right direction, at least.
Let's see. I've got the note that lured us away from the city to go to China. Still, I can have one of my clones bring you that. Let's see. Oh, we did talk to a few people who are willing to send in like videos as character witnesses, but as everybody who has tried to help us this last day or two has ended up dead or attempted murder, they're not comfortable with coming into the city.
Well, character witnesses are something you call when there's a trial, so we're just in the investigation stages at the moment.
Right.
It feels like we're on trial.
Sure does.
That's probably just your guilt working on you. Why do you
In
feel
any
so
event,
guilty?
that's what we got so far.
Well, certainly as soon as you want to bring that video in, that would be fine.
Right. I'll. I think. Clone Connor pauses. Prime Connor. You're emailing it to him?
I can.
Or however
Share
you want
cloud drive.
However you want to send it to him.
I just have them tell your God, this is fucking weird. Have them tell your clone an email and I'll send it.
The weirdest game of telephone.
Is
Teleclone.
God.
I'm not.
Bye. I'm gone. See y'all later.
Oh, we got Otter in the chat. Hey, Otter.
Hey,
Hello,
Otter.
Otter.
From
Hey,
Outer.
Otter.
Otter.
Yeah, the clone will shake himself back to us like, what email do you want it emailed to?
He gives you an email for the precinct, or well, for the police department.
Connor Prime shares it.
Yep.
And I assume Telarius is taking care not to have anything traced back to him.
Absolutely. They haven't had location on at all.
Yeah, I think we all said we turned off location tracking on all of our phones.
Yes.
Or had Telarius do it for us.
Just mostly like, you press this button and your GPS doesn't work anymore.
Hand it over like old people, like, can you fix this?
Good.
Except with all of you, when you hold your phone up, he just kind of waves his hand and it does it all to all of them.
Nice.
Still the sigh of these
So
kids.
they don't have to actually touch the stuff to initiate machines.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Telarius mails that in.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them it's sent.
Yeah, Clone Connor's like, oh, he just sent it.
They just sent it.
They just sent it.
Now Connor had an agent, didn't he?
He has somebody that works for the police department. Yes,
Wasn't that person on leave? Because like
that
a broken
person
foot or
was
something.
on
Broken
leave
leg.
with a broken leg. Yes.
Well, that was Clint Blakely, Lieutenant Clint Blakely.
Sasha to hilarious. Did you remember to put the ghost footage in the basement on there?
It's in there.
Awesome.
Whatever Connor had, between what Connor had and what I had.
There is a Mr. Dominic on your list of contacts.
Oh yeah, that's that was somebody we've never dealt with ever.
Oh, that was one of the people on the list of stuff we got back from the Alpha Dogs, wasn't it?
No, Dominic was the one that was the person that handled whenever Connor did like stunt double stuff with movies. Something that never got brought up ever, but he's just on the list.
Well, Mr. Dominic shows up.
Oh, okay.
Word had gotten out to the press that you had turned yourself in. Well, for questioning.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So Mr. Dominic eventually manages to kind of push his way in. He's got a lawyer in tow.
Oh, hey, Dom.
Hey, kid.
Hey.
I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on with you right now. But I figured you could use, a little legal assistance.
Do you want the TLDR?
Sure, kid, lay it out for me.
Sun Wukong is my dad. We're fighting Titans, and they're blaming us for trying to destroy the city.
You should have gone into script writing.
His tail pops out and wags behind him.
Yeah. I know about that part. You've been on TV a lot. Yeah. By the way, when whatever mess this is you're in settles down, I've got a few people that are interested in you. Like, more interested now than they were.
Yeah, sure, as long as I got time for it. Considering we're part of this eternal war between deities and titans.
Yeah, it's not like that sucks.
Sorry.
For Mr. Poole here, let me introduce. He introduced you to the lawyer. He introduces as Van William Poole.
Hello.
Yeah, he reaches to the bar, shakes your hand.
I'll shake the hand too.
And he goes, he quizzes you on how long have they held you here?
Not 24 hours.
Well, he gets the time and tells you, okay, yeah, you've got this much more time. They can hold you without charging you.
Yeah.
And basically he gets you to fill him in on everything, so unless there's something you want to keep from him, you can catch him up on what's going on.
That it'll basically be the same shebang. The only thing he'll keep to himself is the names of the other people, just so they don't end up dead.
He understands that.
In case somebody in the room decides this dude's gonna die today.
Well, and he would get you into a side room. They've got rooms where the lawyers can talk to their clients.
Yeah.
But he, and when he leaves though, he's back pretty soon talking about. You see that whatever it is you mailed them seems to have started up a hornet's nest here in the precinct.
Well, that was the point. So hopefully a good hornet's nest.
There seems to have been some irregularities in how they were handling these investigations. Irregularities that some of the officers were catching on to but weren't getting explanations. They were getting the runaround. And now with
That
this
makes
evidence, it's seems to be coming to a head. There's been lots of there's been some yelling.
Sorry? Not sorry?
Not sorry, trust me.
Oh, okay.
It's given me plenty of ammunition to work with. The DA was in here chewing some people out about the way they went about stuff. So
Yeah.
it would be a real shame if some of that footage got leaked to the press.
Well, considering how the press has been dealing with this lately, do you think that's wise?
No, you're right. It has been an almost unified front.
Which, I mean, as we've kind of figured out, they're all kind of irregular.
I mean, the PBS guys and the NPR guys, they've been pretty straight. But yeah, everybody else. Even that news station, your friend Miss Sandquist
Violetta.
owned. Yeah, even the station she had owned has really been going after you.
In the police?
Clone Connor. Like, real Connor just...
That sounds encouraging.
Yes.
Well, they found a lot of irregularities in how the police have been handling things. There's currently a monumental crap ton of yelling.
What?
The DA is in there tearing people a new one.
Fantastic.
I apparently have a lawyer.
Who would have known the Chaos Monkey Child already stirring chaos and he physically is not there? At least not the real one.
Said lawyer has mentioned it would be an awful shame if the footage got leaked to the press.
Well, I can do that in like 2 keystrokes.
I mean, it would be such a shame. We should
It absolutely would. Also, but apparently Violetta's news station has joined the Inquisition.
Well, yeah, that's not a surprise. There's online news reports that'll.
Just disappointing that they're
It
getting it on it
is,
too.
but it's not a. It's not a surprise. It's a disappointment.
I know, but hence the sigh.
It's a little weird because her husband really seemed to, appreciate your guys.
The online outlets definitely exist, and that's where these are going.
Fantastic.
Be free, my children, fly!
I could just see Sasha doing that.
Hey, information wants to be free.
That's true. So, are you doing it, Telarius?
Already on it.
Clone Connor with the lawyer just pauses for a second. Seems like look off to the side. Huh. And then just sits back, little grin. It's a real shame that footage got leaked to the press.
Terrible shame. Terrible shame.
The NPR sent it to PBS.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little bow on it somehow.
And if you look up any of their footage, I mean, they were reporting on the same accusations, but some of them actually mentioned that no proof had come. They hadn't seemed to be any proof of this yet.
Yeah.
It's they were given the same information everybody else was given, but they seem to have come at it from a more professional standpoint.
Irrefutable proof, not clickbait. Not clickbait inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send it to the Onion. They're becoming the most
fair and balanced.
Send it to the Onion. They're becoming one of the most believable news sources anymore.
Well, they get quoted by Congress people periodically too.
I don't know how to feel about that.
If they were quoting it to be funny, I would be amused by it, but they're not quoting it to be funny, so it's kind of depressing.
Yeah. I'm sitting there going, wait.
Okay.
But yeah, Connor will share with his lawyer everything he'd share with the police. That I've got XYZ evidence that we just put together. We've got people that are willing to come in and be in our corner, so to speak. He'll mention that there's an entire town willing to upend itself to come down here to argue the point.
Well, I don't know about the entire town. The ones that were still there that you rescued. But anyway.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, within a couple hours, the leaked footage is all over the internet.
Check the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ignis Faithful are
Their crops
really
have been watered, so to speak.
Yeah, they're really sharing this and talking about it.
Yeah.
Even some of the Varangian band fans are kind of like, that the scene of you all sitting in the Rubicon hashing out a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them are pulling up like leaked police photos, like the dead centaurs and stuff, where they can clearly see, yeah, those are definitely the same guys.
Yeah.
This whole meeting thing is not going down the way the Varangian said it went down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of them are arguing that, that was probably you luring them all into a trap.
It would have
It
footage.
becomes more and more of a reach as they go along, though.
Yeah, I mean, there is still a lot of debate going on, but it's not quite as one-sided. You're starting to get these middle guys that are kind of like, there's a weird stuff on both sides.
Yeah.
Where before, the majority of them were kind of open and shut against you. Because they were just taking the Varangian band at their word.
Hilarious looking at the Discord messages like, that's the sweet feeling catharsis.
Just imagine if whatever large screen TV that there is here, that is just has the Discord going on it.
I could easily see Telarius doing that. Absolutely.
Yep.
Like what is it, like screen sharing to the TV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Robert's already made another pot on number 6. Good stuff.
Jesus Christ.
You're going to turn into coffee, man.
You should eat meals between.
That seems like a coping mechanism, Robert.
It's better than what better what my grandfather did. All I need to do is go down to a local gas station, get some dip, and I won't eat for the rest of the day unless that's what he did.
Now, when you say dip, are you talking like ranch?
He imitates like taking a pension.
Oh,
Not
Ugh.
French onion.
Don't do that here.
Don't worry, I don't do that.
Ugh.
I watched my grandfather do that for too long, and well, it didn't end well for him.
Can't imagine why.
When you do the same thing for well over 20 years, it's kind of hard to stop.
Anyway, interestingly, it doesn't really seem to be popping up on the local news stations much. The PBS station, surprisingly.
Sure.
A couple of radio stations.
I wonder if there's a way to hack that.
The one major exception is Violetta's station, which when their news program starts up, they cut to it as this just in.
Mm-hmm.
They start showing the footage. Specifically, they start at the clip that's already in the Rubicon. The little blonde reporter that had interviewed you before. There almost seems to be a sense of relief as she's talking about this. I mean, she'd been reporting against you earlier, but
more is probably in that case then more of like she was kind of getting coerced into doing it, kind of a feeling.
Mm-hmm. Well, or ordered. I mean,
ordered, yeah, higher ups and all that.
Makes sense. Okay.
I mean, she's at the end of the day an employee.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's talking about it, and it's mid segment. You start hearing somebody shout about turning it off screen, and you literally see Mr. Sandquist walk into the camera like screaming at people to shut it off, and the signal goes down. Well, I mean, not the signal to the station, but they cut to like a pre-recorded segment of something else in the city.
Please stand by.
Technical difficulties.
You get a second
Hilarious.
of that, and then it cuts to like the traffic or something. You have a couple of seconds of the traffic guy like, and then he goes into his spiel.
You're a bit more familiar with the city than I am. Do we have any of those electronic billboards in Olympus?
God, I hope so.
I see
yeah,
where
Maybe
you're
there's
going
one
with
by the
this.
news station.
There's several.
Connor, I see where you're going with this, and I absolutely love it. By
I
the grace
imagine
of
they're-
God, go I.
I imagine their security isn't formidable.
No corporation on Earth has security that I can't get through, which is kind of sad because sometimes I'm just like this with my phone.
Sounds like a bet. It'd be a shame if all of it happened to leak onto the billboards.
Yeah, it would be.
Is it
Robert
about to
Chan-
come to the billboard?
Yes.
Give me a roll.
Robert.
All right.
Robert smiles as this conversation is going on. He's like, "Yeah, that'd be a damn shame. I guarantee you, though, somebody's getting popcorn." He walks over and rummages in the
Now
pantry.
you're going to need 2 successes because they do have
I'll
some
say-
security.
I'll say, Hilarious, before you go,
Yes.
Connor will by the grace of God, go I, Master Hacker. Funk. Have that celestial
Amazing.
promotion.
Amazing. That gives me an enhancement. What,
Plus
2?
2.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Plus 2 enhancement.
All right. So cunning technology.
Yes. That sounds like
Alright.
a perfect roll for that.
4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
10 minutes flat. It's 2 different companies you got to deal with that own all the video billboards. But yeah, 10 minutes flat. You've got it up on every billboard. The half a dozen or so that they've got, the big electronic ones they've got around the city.
I was just like,
Stadiums around the city. Are there stadiums? Are there
There's-
colleges?
it's like there's 2 companies that Hilarious had to deal with
Previously had to.
at some point. Maybe not now.
That's what you get for putting me on hold for 20 minutes to try and change my internet.
But yeah, some of the colleges would have stadiums.
Similar things.
Nothing on the level of a professional stadium.
Sure.
Or even just open Wi-Fi connections on televisions that, can stream various things.
TVs are. You can play. I'm not telling anybody to do this.
You can play things on
stuff
smart TVs.
On smart TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, every device in the city that you can send this to and make it start playing immediately, you're making it start playing immediately.
Sure, I could still do that with 7 successes.
We're going to shout
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
innocence from
You
the
might not get every
mountaintop.
single device, but you're gonna blanket the vast
I'm gonna get a
majority
bunch
the
of
city.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only people safe are folks with CRT tube TVs.
Someone, some melee tournament still going strong.
God. Interrupting someone's Smash tournament.
Oh no.
And the band earns an enemy for life.
Yeah, we might piss off people like that.
Yeah.
I was fixing to say, I'm sitting here imagining at this point Robert smiling a little bit. It's like, it's hilarious.
Yes.
Don't several facilities have very nice loudspeakers and intercom systems?
Are we going overboard yet?
I'm a little.
We're not close to overboard.
I am a little camera shy.
He like can
It's a good
just-
idea.
He sips some more of the coffee. It was just a thought. I know we've gone pretty good with it, but
I'm pretty sure everyone who has a smart TV has had enough of seeing my face.
He grins wider. Oh please, but I say people ain't gonna get tired of seeing you for a hot minute.
Hey Sarah,
Hmm.
if Sasha was watching TV and a ghost
Okay.
passed in front of the camera, would she see the ghost?
Ghosts do show up. Yeah.
1 second, I have to. I'll check the thing, but since is it a recording of the television?
This
Like
would
on
be
the
live
television?
footage.
I mean,
I should have asked this a minute ago, but I didn't think about it until just now.
1 second, I gotta look.
Oh, you mean with
Let
Mr. Scion?
me find out what she knows.
It
Hold
would
that thought.
depend on if the. It doesn't really specify.
All right, read off what you're looking at.
1 second. The death purview. You can see and communicate with shades, ghosts, and other forms of undead that are normally imperceptible or incomprehensible. It says in parentheses, story guide should feel free to send plot hooks your way in the form of dead seeking favors or aid, etc. In addition, you can perceive entryways into the underworld.
Then we're probably going to run with it as a recording. You might not see it.
Yeah, it would
But a
depend on
live broadcast. A live broadcast, I think I want to say you would see it.
it's one of those things you might see on like top 5 later on, like, we saw this mist go in front of the camera. Did you see it? Just a big red circle.
So, and this would be an important something. Like I said, I should have mentioned it earlier. But when you saw Mr. Sandquist run in front of the camera, you saw somebody else like overlaid over him.
Oh boy.
Now he was shouting at the anchor people and wasn't looking at the camera. But you saw that kind of double exposure kind of thing.
Like someone overlaid them on them.
Kind of like you saw with the cops in the basement.
Gotcha.
Okay.
How fun.
Does she recognize the overlaid person?
Like I said, he never looked directly at the camera.
But she can tell.
You could tell it was a man on top of him. Or
Okay.
in
Overlaid.
sync with, yeah, overlaid him.
Woo! All right, everyone with a smart TV can see that.
Okay.
You guys, can you rewind that bit that was live? Do you have that capability? Right
Yeah.
when he was yelling to take it off the air.
The DVR, sure. Goes.
something wrong?
There was. It was weird, but there was like almost an overlay, like when we were in the basement and that ghost jumped bodies.
You mean he's possessed?
Yes.
That caused that person excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Only because they were defying what they were bound to do, I believe.
Yeah, in that case, it was the ghost itself that was in pain because of what had been
Yeah.
done to it.
Okay. That explains a lot, but
I couldn't see a face of the ghost, so I can't say for sure whom or what it is.
Yeah.
well, a lot of people have died, so it could be any number of people. Do we want to go investigate that, or do we want to?
Add it to our list, our to-do list. How long is our to-do list now?
Pretty fucking long.
Everywhere from wake up to go kill a god.
Sounds about right.
So, what are you checking off the list next? Delirious has done done their flooding of the airwaves.
Well,
Can't stop the signal.
we can go.
Snap.
We can go see about. Son of a bitch. We can go see about potentially dealing with the Oracle next.
Okay, so the Oracle is next to your list?
Killed me, Mal.
If that's fine
Can't
with you.
hurt.
That's fine with me. I have done the best I can with what I've gotten so far.
I mean, I got no qualm. He kind of looks over there at a nearby table. I mean, that'll at least knock out about a quarter of the list, though. I don't know. We look kind of booked all the way until next Tuesday. So we'll just have to see how that one goes.
After this all finishes and Rubicon's rebuilt, getting drunk and getting nachos.
That sounds like a great plan. I like this plan.
All right.
Mhm. I'm down for that plan.
Yep. I still have my location off, but I would like to call Samuel.
The phone rings.
Oh shit! Yeah.
The phone rings and rings and rings and rings. And it goes to voicemail.
Where's our goat boy?
I'll call again.
It rings and rings and rings and rings and rings.
You alright, Delirious?
Right, story guide?
You're fine. Hilarious is fine. Everything's fine. Everybody's fine. So, yeah, we're going after the Oracle?
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all are, I'm assuming, loading up Robert's truck. How many of the beasties are you taking with you?
What time of day is it?
1 or 2 in the afternoon by now, probably.
I was going to say the 12 o'clock news probably would have hit.
Well, you're right. It'd been 12 o'clock news, so probably 12:30 or 1 by this point.
Well, if Connor or Connor, are you riding? They point towards the barn.
She's itching for a fight. I don't want to, burn down an apartment complex while we're trying to get our name cleared.
Maybe they had it coming.
When I finally meet you in person, you're getting a smack on the head. You know that, right?
I don't go outside. I'm a hermit.
That's assuming you have to go outside for me to find you.
Well, that's vaguely threatening.
It's just like... Open up, I'm here to deliver a slapping.
I also bring pizza.
That might be a fair swap.
Alright,
so what beasties are you taking?
So we're not taking Dragon. So everyone else?
She is huge. Actually, have you all seen her? Have you all seen her bigger size yet? I don't think you have.
don't think
No,
I have.
you've been the last to arrive, and you arrived at night, and she never came in. She
That's
couldn't come inside anymore.
right. Yeah.
Jaden might have if she was patrolling the ground.
She heard a lot of movement inside the building, inside the barn, but
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's more of like a did Jaden go in the barn? Okay. Yeah, Connor would just go like, well, she's spoiling for a fight, but I don't think it'd be okay with us trying to get our names cleared to have her burning something to the ground. And she's not exactly subtle anymore.
because she was before.
Robert Cox and proud of that. Like, really? She was?
She reached a whole new level of unsubtle. Like, oh damn, that's a big fucking dragon.
Let me put it to you this way. You know my old house, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, she could just reach up, just perch her wings on it and reach her head all the way over down to me.
What the fuck have you been feeding her? Who the fuck have you been feeding her?
I haven't been feeding her to anybody. I haven't been feeding her anybody.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I plan on it in the near future, but I haven't been feeding her anybody.
Hell of a growth spurt.
I think it might be because she's tied to me.
Could be.
I mean, we've only really been together for a year, and our powers have been growing rather exponentially.
More things to worry about.
Take a picture of Shauna, just to have for my own sake.
I mean, feel free.
Baby pictures.
When did this become cuter than this?
I'll say if Delirious does go in and take a picture, her eye is probably like the size of his entire body at this point.
Well, I don't know. She's as long as a bus, if I remember the description right. But a lot of that's going to be tail. So I mean, she is big, but
Did you say she was probably from the size of dragons from that one show?
From the
that one show that has the horrible last season.
Yeah.
Then Yeah, she's not as big as like the eye being the size of Talarius.
It's a fun mental image, though.
But it's
Oh, yeah.
it is a nice big eye though.
Yeah, it's like big as Talarius's head.
But yeah,
I
she's huge now.
I will look down at Shauna and like, oh, you are beautiful.
I know.
Yes, you
Oh,
should.
is it time for the fight? She stands up full height.
No, it's not time for the fight yet. I was just going to say, when this is all said and done, I have something that I have to retrieve from my apartment if it's still there, that I could give to you as starting a horde. Y'all like that kind of thing, right?
Yes, very much so. Is it shiny?
It is, but I have to get it from my apartment. So let's win the war first, and then I'll get you that.
All right, let's go fight then. And if everybody else is loading up in the truck, she starts walking over to the truck.
Trying to like squeeze
And then
in the
kind
truck
of
like
looking at it like, how am I going to fit in here now?
like a lion trying to fit in a shoebox.
You know what? Connor will go over to Sean and is like, hey, girl.
Is it time for the fight?
We're still prepping for the fight.
And when she said that, she squinched her eyes at you because you're always giving her excuses.
We're
She
working
would
on
talk to her
it.
therapist like, I could never count on Daddy. He'd always make promises.
Disappeared one night for smokes and a fight and never came back.
Basically, we're working on preparing for the fight to do it on our terms. So we have the advantageous position.
There's the whole neck just kind of rolls back. The head goes up there. You're pretty sure the eye's rolling through the entire thing. She turns around and stalks back into the barn.
She's a dramatic teenager.
She is.
She seems to have hit that. That seems to be the phase she's hit.
We'll have to ask your grandfather if you were like this at your age. At her
Oh,
age.
I absolutely was.
Okay.
You even hear a gah as she's walking off.
Well, see,
Extra heavy stomps.
I don't have to ask Gramps anything. I already know that I was. Although there is something else I'm gonna have to ask him about eventually. I guess he'll hop into the truck too.
Sasha's going to retrieve the photos that they saved from the apartment and walk towards Shauna with them.
Okay, she pokes her head back out the door when she sees you coming.
These are probably all I have of memories of my family.
Mm-hmm.
This is more precious to me than gold. I give it to you to protect.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. She's got anything she could grip them with.
She'll kind of like set him down if like she just opens her mouth. Bleh. That's it on my tongue.
Don't want to look under my tongue. But yeah, you stand for the side. She seems
Trust me.
a little confused at first because it's like, yeah, that's not as valuable as gold. It's not shiny at all.
There's a sentimental value and monetary value.
But all right,
Connor
I'll
isn't
guard it for you.
gold, but I think you'd be upset if someone murdered him.
That's fair. Okay. If it means that much to you, I'll look after it.
Trust me, we would all like to totally burn down a building if it meant it would end this, but it won't make any of us look good.
You shouldn't worry so much about how you look.
Well,
yeah, she
we
looks
have to.
great.
Shaking her head. We have to
I think Dad
maintain
likes
a... Yeah. Not all of us can burn things to death if it annoys us.
You should learn how. Very satisfying.
I have no doubt, but we have to
At least
coexist.
I think it would be. If I could ever get in a fight.
Here's where I'd put my burning fire memories, if I had them. Okay, pap. You'll get to murder something soon, don't worry.
I better. If Dad don't pick me a target suit, I'm going to pick me a target.
You'll get grounded, probably.
Yeah.
Teenager walks to the truck.
Alright, so y'all load up. There's no roadblocks or anything this can go around.
Hey, don't gotta blind civilians.
Hilarious, you get a phone call while y'all are driving along. You don't
Hello?
recognize the number.
Alright, that's it anyway. Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. Amoriad?
Close enough.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Yes, I am calling on behalf of a Mr. I've never given Samuel a last name. He rattles off some long, complicated Greek last name.
Okay.
Samuel, and then he rattles off the name again.
Yeah.
He has been in police custody, held for questioning since last night.
Okay.
Oh, and I am I am Van William Poole, attorney at law. I believe you know Mr. Hughes.
One moment. Connor, you know Van William whatever?
Yeah, that's my lawyer.
Okay, continue.
Yes, well, while at the police station dealing with him, I happened to overhear some officers speaking about having a satyr in custody. I managed to speak with Samuel, and he asked me to give you a call.
Okay. Well, this is
to let you know he's okay. They had confiscated his phone when he came in, so he has been unable to contact you.
Naturally.
I am at the moment representing Mr. Samuel. Should they try to hold him longer than they are allowed, or should he need?
Well, he hasn't been charged for anything, right?
Oh, no, currently they are just holding him for questioning, which they can do for a few more hours.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. As long as he's okay.
Yes, like I said, I've spoken to him myself. He's not been physically.
Is he like right next to you, or are you in another room right now?
Oh, no, I'm out in my car at the moment.
Okay. Just next time you do, just ask him if he gets a sense if it feels like an overreach. I understand you are a lawyer. He is also in tune with the mandates and laws and stuff like that, which is probably why he turned himself in.
He made some comment about trying to get out of the building, but they surrounded your building with quite a few people.
Yeah, that.
And he didn't offer any resistance, of course.
Sure.
He was too smart for that, thankfully.
Well, I'm glad to know he's okay. I really do appreciate this.
Oh, of course.
You have a good day.
You as well, sir. Feel free to call me back at this number if you need anything. As he sees the entire band as potential future clients.
I'll put that in my contacts as
Is he
weird lawyer
wrong,
guy.
Though?
Do what now?
Is he wrong though?
I would like to retain Harvey Birdwin, the attorney at law, to represent me.
He'll take the case.
But
all right, so y'all get across the lake.
Thing that we sent him.
You get into town and across the lake without incident.
Samuel's okay, by the way.
Good.
He was in the same prison with the clone of Connor? Or same holding cell?
Oh, no, we're in the same holding cell. They had him somewhere else.
Sure, just same
precinct.
Building. Same precinct, same building.
Okay.
Others
good
is
to
just
know.
okay.
Yeah.
While they're driving, Sasha would be fiddling with the ring to see if she can get it to kind of generate along the same spell field as like her enforcing the boundary.
All right, now when you did that with the ring, I told you it had to stay stationary.
You left it in the
Okay.
at the
You know,
farm.
the farm is continually blanketed,
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
so you have
Yeah.
a safe space to fall back to.
Yeah, beep, 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 beep. Okay.
And Shauna is safe as long as she's there.
It's now like welded to the table. Guys, we gotta take this table with us.
See, I'm picturing it like you set it on the table and spun it like a coin. As long as it keeps sitting there spinning, you're.
It's like a gyroscope.
Oh god.
Ominous foghorns.
So you drive into Arthur's, and it's like the rundown suburb of the bigger city. It's not quite Gary, Indiana compared to Chicago, but it's not quite that bad.
Damn. If you live in Gary, Indiana, please let us know in the comments below.
Please, the best they could do is that I'm out of line, but I'm not wrong. Gary, Indiana is what inspired Vampire the Masquerade. The original creators were driving through there going, who would live here? And one of vampires.
Amazing.
That is at least an oft-repeated story that some of the original creators have told.
I love that.
But it is, the buildings are a little more run down. Where Olympus has been, ever growing. A lot of these buildings look like they were probably built in the 80s when most of Olympus was. And not much has been done to them since then.
Yeah.
Okay, when we get to the Oracle, what is our plan? Wholesale slaughter, questioning,
Honestly,
both?
I was at questioning and then, fold in half like an omelet.
Try not to kill any oracles. They're probably.
I mean, she would have seen it coming.
Yeah. That's also the other thing we have to worry about here. She probably knows we're on the way.
No oracle, no matter how good, is all-knowing. They're just a lot knowing.
Say she might know we're on the way.
80% knowing is still pretty good.
You still pass the test.
For a mortal. But plan of action, I think, is to subdue, not kill. Figure out what she knows, which could be a lot of things.
Then kill.
Play it by ear, perhaps.
Play it by ear.
Would maybe she's being she, he, they. We're not sure the Oracle's gender, but they could be being used by Gaia or the other band just as much as anyone else.
Well, from what the Kadama told me, the other band has been getting information from the Oracle via a third party. Which is whom we're going to meet right now.
Oh, well, that's different.
Fantastic. Let's go make friends.
Yes. Man, I'm not going to murder him.
All right, so you pull into the parking lot.
Doubtful look.
Press X to doubt.
It's it's apartments, but it's like a little 3-story building. Well, there's actually 2 of them next to each other, but but you pull up to the one that is your address. There are several cars in the parking lot. This place is probably not full, but it's not abandoned. The building you need is a guy sitting out on the stoop. And you've got
Look
some
at
children
Connor.
playing outside, close, relatively close by.
I look at Connor and be like, "Do we have a name?"
Did the Katama give me a name?
He
Would have
did
seen a
not.
mailbox.
But yeah,
He-
you got the mailbox and the address and the apartment number.
Yeah, okay. So
Everything but the name.
everything I need but the name.
Sasha's got eyes wide open for ghosty shit and anything supernatural power items.
Yeah.
Iris is just gonna walk around like they're keeping an eye on Connor, not because I think he's gonna kill anybody, just to see when he like finds somebody, and then Tolaris aiming to like loop around.
Yeah, so y'all are walking up to the door that the, like I said, the guy's sitting on the stoop.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of straightens up some as y'all are walking up. Well, hello there. Y'all don't look like y'all are from around here.
Hilarious.
Yes,
Do your thing.
I'll use nothing but the truth. Oh, he can't lie to us, so cool.
And there's nothing that would tip him off that he's under this.
Right.
So he's looking at you, waiting for a response, because he's just spoken to you.
We're here to speak with the gentleman in rattles off apartment number
34B, whatever.
The gentle person in 34P.
Oh well, he's up there with his old lady, and he kind of catches himself. Like, wait a second, like that was clearly not what he was intending to say.
Oh,
I don't think he'd want to speak to you.
why not?
Let's see. He would attempt to say, what truth? Why not? Oh, because he's freaking terrified that you'll find out where he's at. What the hell have you done to me? He's looking at all of you suspiciously. He starts backing up and opening the door.
Sir, I'd stay where you are, please.
You ain't the cops.
No, I'm not. I'm someone who's just asking you just to stay there.
He pauses for a second, and then he tries to kind of slip through the screen door.
I will activate. Shit, I can't do it here. No, it's not here. I can't do it here. It'd have to be the other person. Never mind.
Nah.
Are we trying to keep him there?
No, we don't want to tip our friend off. As Connor will have made a grab for him.
Okay. You grab the guy or the door you're trying to shut?
The door.
Okay. So yeah, he's still trying to wrestle the door out of you.
Sasha's gonna try and get around to make eye contact with this dude.
Okay, you can go and kind of look over Connor's shoulder. When you step up, he looks over at you while he's still tugging. What?
Looks over at Sasha, eyes like melting gold blazing, like, sir, please just sit down.
All right, what are you hitting it with?
Sekim's Blaze.
He runs like hell.
No, it's you can choose. Cease hostilities or code into submission.
Okay, then yeah, he drops the door, kind of takes a step back, kind of,
Just
crouches down
I'm
to the
sure.
ground.
Just stay here. We have no intent of harm.
Okay.
We'll be gone soon.
He kind of scoots over into the corner.
After you, Connor.
All right. And Connor will go to the apartment.
Are we all following?
Oh yeah, probably.
Any ghosts or anything around?
No. All right. Well, apartment 34B is presumably on the 3rd floor, which is the
Floor,
top floor
fourth
of the building.
door, second door next to the fourth door.
So you walk in, and you go up the stairs. You see, you pass by a couple other people. They kind of give you a look because it's a whole crew of you. But but you are famous. Okay. None of them seem to recognize you though. Probably the whole, not where they would expect to see somebody like you. So your faces just don't click with them.
Possibly be us.
Seeing somebody on TV and then seeing someone in real life, the kind of thing like, wait.
The camera really does that 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Also,
so you do have one, I don't know, 45-year-old lady that really seems to give Connor and Robert the once over as she's walking by.
Ooh, look at them.
The pants she's wearing are really about a size too small for her too.
Oh Lord.
I'm totally not describing a woman I used to work with.
Of course not. Absolutely not.
But yeah, you get up to the 3rd floor, no problem.
Okay. Well, would you like me to open the door?
I can do this, I guess. I'll just lightly rap on the door.
Sasha's gonna be standing not in peephole range.
I don't look like Hilarious. Doesn't look like Hilarious.
Who or what does Hilarious look like?
I just look like just a regular some dude who works at IBM.
What do IBM workers look like?
They have just a long sleeve button up shirt, slacks. Comfy business wear.
Do you look like you're here to ask them if they would like to hear about?
Yes.
Hey.
We're here to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
So you'd heard some talking on the inside the door as you walked up. You couldn't tell if it was people or if it was TV or what it was. But it stopped the second you rap on the door.
Connor's going to use walk unnoticed.
And that works automatically on
trivial
targets
characters, but not on anybody else. Okay.
Yeah, it's auto on trivial.
And there's rolls to be made to resist by the other people. Yeah.
Yes.
Sasha says that she's also doing that. Ooh.
Good call.
Oh, is Spruce and Smoochums with y'all?
If Smoochums is, he is in puppy form.
Okay.
Not
All right. And Jaden and Robert, where are you in all this? Flanking Hilarious to one side where you can't be seen through the peephole?
Yeah, he'd be flanking Delirious.
Yep.
Delirious, you see the, you're standing in front of the peephole. And, you see the little darkening where somebody's obviously,
Yep. Just like this.
What do you want?
Just wanted to see if you had a word. I wanted to speak to you for a second. I just noticed something out here in the front yard. I just wanted to see if you had a moment to speak about it.
I'm kind of busy.
I understand, but it can be dire if it is not taken care of immediately.
Talk to the building super.
The building super isn't in at the moment. Besides, don't you want to have a nice house to live in?
This is just a temporary thing.
What a shame. They'll step to the side. They'll step to the side. Whatever happens after that.
Hilarious is like, well, I tried.
Oh, is they
just
just
know what Connor is, so
they're just for Connor to do his thing?
I'm just stepping to the side. Whatever you're gonna do. Yeah.
Fantastic. Connor is gonna look over to Robert and is like, can you turn your finger into a lockpick real quick? He'll just take his hand.
It's like the scene in Ghost, except lockpicking.
Yeah.
He can do whatever without tools.
My...
What I would actually picture is him probably plucking a hair or something.
Okay. That'll work.
He's not actually shape-shifting. He can just do stuff.
Yeah.
Wait. Even better, he just goes in his beard, just plucks out 2 hairs. Here.
Nice.
The stories about dwarven beards are true.
Stronger than steel.
Yeah, and he'll just.
Well, Robert would have to be the one to do it. Because he does. He's the one that can do things without tools. So give me a quick little roll there, Robert. Technology. We'll go dexterity.
So Robert has to do it.
Right.
Yeah, because it's his thing.
It's his beard hair. He has to do it.
Well then. Correction.
Oh,
then.
don't worry. You can continue to stay in the limelight. I'll just do the work.
I'll say because Connor was going to actually do the picking because he has proficiency and stuff like that.
Well, you have to have tools.
Okay.
That's
Robert's
fine.
also done this before. It's fine.
Let Robert roll for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
What you need me to roll, boss? That was technology.
Technology and we'll say dexterity because there's some actual
Flash my
manual
light
skill needed for it.
flash my light at Robert, giving him a +2 enhancement.
Please, RNG.
DC most.
it cut out on light, and I just heard flash Robert.
Yeah. I get a momentum at least.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you
Well,
do
yeah,
get a
well-
momentum, so y'all are at 2 momentum.
Oh jeez.
Mission to try again, just pluck another hair or 2.
Gonna give them an opportunity
Sure,
to
but
do
I'm going to
something
rate the
first.
difficulty by 1.
Okay.
You've got this.
Question:
Mhm.
May I give him like additional dice or enhancement by like sort of pointing out, hey, this is how you want to do it? Because this is kind of like what Connor's done
You're just
before.
quietly having a
Blessing.
conversation about picking
I'll
blocks.
give you. I'll let him have a 1 enhancement, so it'll cancel out the.
Could do a blessing.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying is I did that to cancel out the complication.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. And, we'll just go ahead and cancel that out. Then go ahead. Give another roll. There.
Let's try. Well, okay, at least a 1. Is the flashlight still in effect to give it to make it a 3? Or
Up to the story guide.
oh, yeah, up to story guides.
If it's not, I'm sure you could just flash him again.
Yeah.
You could just keep. flashing.
Ha!
So yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's
Gets
not an
canceled.
expensive lock.
Luckily for me.
Wiggles the chicken wings at him.
You know, you don't open the door, but yeah, you've popped the lock. You can give Connor the old thumbs up. And then some talking has started up again on the other side. So.
Is there a chain on the door?
Are you going to open it a little bit to see?
Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna be stealthy about it. While what? I was texted to be quiet. So excellent timing, mother. Thank you.
As you go to open the door, you can tell the door is sticking a little bit, so you're not 100% sure you can do it quietly.
Okay.
You're quite confident that no chain is going to stop you if you decide to open this door, though.
Well, what he was hoping to do, like, if there was a chain, like, if he could do it quietly, he could just like reach in, and just like move the chain. That was going to be the attempt.
Okay, well, give me a stealth roll. We'll see if you can.
Okay.
There will be
dexterity
a
stealth.
There'll be a complication. Yes, that'd be fine. There'll be a complication for the door sticking,
I will.
and then you won't actually take the chain off quietly too. So
I will imbue a blessing
okay,
to ignore up to 3 complications on this roll.
all right. I was putting 2 on there, so you're good to go. Just don't flub it, and you didn't.
I did not.
All right, so 3 successes.
That
So yeah,
is That is 5 total because of my stealth specialization and my general enhancement.
All right, so you just managed to slide. You feel it sticking, but you're going really slow, so it's not making any noise, and it pops loose, and your tail whips through. And it's just one of the little, you just have to push the thing up, it kind of pops back out.
Yep.
And you've wrapped your tail around it, so the chain doesn't fall down and make any noise. You slowly lower it back down.
Rest of the band, he's done this before.
We do that. Just me with phones.
Yeah. And Connor will peek in. Actually, no, Connor will slip in. Because he does still have walk unnoticed. So...
You slip in, there's a man and a woman talking.
And I will say he will be trying to do it quietly with stealth, too.
The man is telling the woman she should probably go pack some stuff. They're going to go... they're going to stay overnight somewhere else. He looks over the door. That was weird. That guy shouldn't have gotten up here. He shouldn't have gotten past Charlie downstairs.
Connor's gonna just sort of like walk over. Charlie said he's talking to his mother.
Who, what, huh?
Charlie's the guy downstairs.
Charlie's the guy downstairs. This guy is talking to a woman, and the woman looks...
Well, yeah. Charlie said he's speaking with his mother upstairs, like when Talarius used nothing.
That old lady.
Old lady
He
means
said he was up there with his old lady.
Old lady means the girlfriend, not mother.
Oh.
Yeah, old lady means your woman.
Okay.
Partner.
See, my brain heard old lady, and my brain went to mother.
No, yeah, old lady is
Okay.
No,
girlfriend, wife.
This woman looks like she's in her late 20s, early 30s, maybe.
Okay. Are they like sitting on the same spot on the couch?
No, they were standing up. Kind of. There's like a kitchenette and the living room are just kind of there together. They're kind of standing right there,
right next to each other.
The man has a pistol in his hand.
Okay.
Now he's not like waving at the lady or nothing. It's like he had it when he walked to the door, and he's just still holding it.
All right.
And she's basically just asking him, "Do you really think that's necessary?" I mean,
Connor's gonna wait for an opportunity to see if he ever like puts the pistol off to the side somewhere. Well, he won't wait forever. But...
Okay, well, in just a minute. The guy kind of insists, yes, just go pack an overnight bag. We won't stay off long. If nothing happens, we'll be back. And when she walks off, he walks back into the living room area and tucks the gun kind of down the front of his pants and sits down in front of the TV.
Okay, at that point, Connor is gonna like slip up behind him, and then just hand around, like clamp down on his mouth, and like, that's not a very safe place to put that.
All right,
It isn't.
Okay.
What happened? Blew his junk off.
What am I rolling?
Well, you're trying to grapple him.
Oh, okay. So might and close combat.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do fine.
Okay, dice.
Still,
So I mean, it's 4 successes still, but
Well, that beats his 1 success.
okay.
So yeah, you clamp him. So you said you clamped him around the mouth?
Yeah, to keep him quiet.
Well, in that case, he's going for his gun.
He still has another hand, so he'll.
So he gets his hand on his gun, and then you clamp down on his wrist, so his hand isn't moving.
That's very dangerous to put that there. That's how you lose your junk. As at that point, because he's doing something obvious, the walk unnoticed will probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, once you take a move against somebody, yeah, it's pretty obvious then.
Yeah.
And he's struggling in your grip, but
Stop.
epic strength ain't something he's going to overcome.
We aren't here for you.
When you say that, he starts struggling more. Like frantically, it's making noises where he's stomping his feet and kicks over the coffee table and struggles.
Everyone out in the hallway, should we go in or?
Yeah,
Y'all
let's
hear
go
this,
in.
so
Hilarious would have
Yeah.
walked in like, it'd be inconvenient if you just like lost your junk thing.
Sasha's gonna, once everyone's inside, Sasha will close the door and have Smoochums sit guard by the door inside.
drops down.
Jaden's gonna look throughout the apartment.
Yeah, I would say Connor will.
Uh,
He'll like cant his head over to where the woman went.
She comes back into the kitchen. You have a hallway that runs. There's the kitchenette, and then there was the living room is. Yeah, when all that commotion starts, she starts coming back out. What's going on? And then she sees like strangers in the house.
I activate no masters on the guy. So that whatever positive bonds that they have are negated.
Okay, that's right. Because basically anybody that was like his boss or superior that he looked up to,
yeah,
all that's gone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
His struggling slows down a little bit. He still clearly wants out though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is more because he's in a headlock, not because he's.
But when the lady sees all of y'all, she stops. She takes
Connor
a
will
couple
go,
steps
Sasha,
back.
would you mind?
Wait,
What?
The eye
What?
thing.
I think.
Let's
who
try
are you?
just.
What do you want?
We just want to talk. She's not doing the eye thing. She's like, if I do the eye thing, they're just going to run or cower.
Yeah, fair.
We've always just wanted to talk, but getting
Very tired of talking.
Getting very tired of being roadblocked before we can even talk.
What do you want to talk about? What? She looks over where Connor's got Mark or got the guy snatched up. Did Mark do something?
As of right now, no. He hasn't done nothing. He attempted.
Though he seems to be
Please
quite.
just have a. Please, everyone, have a seat. We can just talk.
You're those people that were burning stuff in this over in the town, weren't you?
No.
Literally, if you've looked at a smart TV, no, we haven't.
This does not look like that sort of apartment that's likely to have a smart TV.
Sure.
Let's just sit down. Do you have tea, coffee? Can I make everyone a cup of tea or coffee?
Yes, I've got some of both.
Okay. She'll go about and just make everyone a mug of something warm.
And I'll just be keeping a hold on your boyfriend here.
Oh no, we're not a couple.
Ah, I see. Well, until he won't try to shoot us, I'm just going to be keeping a hold on him.
He's just glaring at you.
Do you really think that's going to work?
She goes in the living room. She sits down. Keeps an eye on Sasha as she's messing around in the kitchen.
She will ask just very politely, where are the mugs and where's the kettle? That's all I need to know.
Yeah, she rattles off where everything's at. Yeah.
She only goes to those locations.
We're very tired of being blamed for things that we didn't do. We just want to figure out the person we can go to clear our names. We have reason to believe that this is the place to do that.
Why would you think that?
Why indeed?
Somewhere in this town, there's an oracle. And
I
if
could be
they're
talking
not
to her right
here,
now.
She just kind of freezes when both of you say those things.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we have no quarrel.
Don't even want to fight.
Well, I don't want to fight.
Do we? You can tell your person here to not point the gun at us.
Oh,
No,
he doesn't have to listen to me.
I'm going to assume then you are the Oracle.
No.
Sounds like a lie.
Well, everything she said has sounded nervous since the moment she's seen you. But
Tolaris, you could see if that is a lie.
Yeah, I don't like
all
doing
right,
this.
all right. I'm the Oracle.
Yep. Please just, like I said, nobody has to come to harm here.
What do you want?
Connor actually he just huffs. He's annoyed.
Came here. It's like the dragon. I came here to fight.
Legitimately, one of his goals is kill the Oracle. So.
No.
I mean, if he doesn't, he
Squirt gun.
doesn't.
Squirt
But
gun.
that's one of his deeds.
No murder.
Is he wants to kill the Oracle because she's been a right pain in the ass.
Why?
The Mark guy seems to relax when she says that, like,
Cat's out of the bag now.
I mean, hand is still on gun. You don't get the impression it's safe to let him go yet, but.
Okay, look, either you let go of the gun or I take it from you.
Sasha bringing back teas and coffees
He
has
goes
made
ahead.
sure
He
to
goes ahead and lets go of the gun.
has made sure to make Roberts extra strong.
Irish up a little bit.
He just
Irish it
smells
up.
it.
Well, so he pats the man on the head, but just keeps an arm slung around his shoulder. Like, I'm still here.
Like you were waiting for him to make a dive for the gun again. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Irish up coffee for Robert.
We just literally all just want to know what your stake is in this and why you're feeding information to other people. And
Into the story guide, I'm going to just assume that everything is recorded.
want to make sure. Just want to know why we've been every effort we've made to clear our names has been met with a roadblock, an feminine-shaped roadblock.
Well, there are forces at work that you're in opposition to that have ordered me to just. Well, I tell Mark what I see, and he disseminates that information as it's needed.
What's,
like I said, we're not a couple. He's my keeper, I guess you could say, or bodyguard.
What's his stake in this? Bodyguard? Ugh, you could do better.
Well, he belongs to the cult of Gaia.
Do you belong to the cult of Gaia?
No, not really.
Is this a coercion?
I mean, I guess it depends on how
part?
I suppose it depends on what you mean by belongs to.
Oh, you just belong to
I'm
Gaia.
not a member of the cult, no.
If you could leave, would you?
If you could change your fate.
Yes, but it's hard to get away from Gaia, being on Earth and all.
I mean, fair enough.
Are you a scion of Gaia?
Oracles can't be scions, I believe.
It's worth a shot to ask. I don't know this shit.
No, not exactly, no. I mean, I'm an oracle of Gaia.
Okay. So every now and then she just shows you stuff and you have to tell somebody. Is that the arrangement?
Yes.
What is she looking for?
She doesn't confide in me. I'm a tool.
As long as you're aware you're a tool.
But you see what she wants you to see. Has she shown you anything?
I was watching you lot rather closely, but I lost sight of you at some point. Well,
that was on purpose.
But she has plans for this city or for Olympus, and I'm not sure exactly what her end goal is, but it's going to be bad for the people of the city.
Have you
Well-
seen anything about the other band?
The Varangians? I know they're allied with Gaia in some manner. Have you taken your hand off of Mark's mouth? You got. He starts getting a little agitated when she starts talking. Not to the point of really struggling.
No, let her speak.
Well, they're all tied to Titans.
Are these ones here, what's the word? Bound to Gaia? Do you know?
I don't know that level of detail.
Looks over at Mark.
Well, we do know one thing now. The entire Varangian band are Titans, or Titan Scions,
Titan-esque, yeah.
which means that puts them quite literally in direct opposition with us.
Well, maybe not you. I mean, your dad's as much a Titan as anything.
Odds against Titans, tale as old as time.
It becomes more semantics of good versus less good.
Less good versus even less good.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just discussing Zeus before we got on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Destructive versus order or something like that.
Order versus chaos.
Yep.
Mm.
Though it's really just the current order versus some other order.
Would you like us to try and get you out of here? If we got you out of here, could you go somewhere safe, given time and money?
Maybe, like I said, I don't know how ahead of Gaia I could stay.
Well,
I mean, she's not all-knowing, or she wouldn't need oracles, but yeah.
one moment. Connor will adjust his grip and actually just choke Mark out.
He doesn't need to hear this.
Go to sleep.
She gets a little disturbed. Are you killing him?
It's just
No.
no. Like I said, no one needs to die here.
And he eventually passes that.
He'll
Just
Put a blanket over him.
he'll just like sit and like he'll just slump him over on the couch.
Her hand's kind of shaking as she sips her tea.
hilarious. We'll get the gun and like put it somewhere else.
But at some point, he takes a breath and kind of snorts, so she can tell he's actually breathing. Okay.
I just didn't want him to hear this bit. You know the large tree, in the park.
In Olympus.
Oh yes, it was on the news. Yes.
Yes, a copy of me is typically always there, and that tree is housing another deity of the Eastern pantheons. Unless Gaia wants to go to war with all three of the Eastern pantheons, then attacking that tree and the location around it, which is his land, is fairly unlikely.
So I go live in a park.
Well, we have a house there. Well, shrine technically, but
I mean, I guess temporarily. I mean, until all this blows over.
like I said, it'd be temporary.
I don't know if Olympus is the safest place for me to go.
Hold on, I'm gonna make a roll.
What are we rolling?
I'm trying to remember which roll for the darn overworld knowledge. Knack skill roll. So did we decide it was sage plus
I'll grab it.
intellect or sage plus occult? I think it was sage plus occult because I remember 7 dice for something.
Yeah, that's good enough. We'll go with that.
One success.
All I needed was 1 success.
All right.
Would
so-
Sasha know if the ring would protect the oracle from being found? Or at least give her some kind of cover, considering it blocks oracles from finding the holder of the ring.
It would stop anybody from finding her through divination. Clearly, it was blocking her oracle abilities. So that would definitely be of an aid to her.
Okay.
Now,
Would
if
it-
Gaia's minions go out and hire a bunch of private investigators to try to track her down, okay, mundane means
Sure.
aren't going to be helped.
If someone just has eyes and looks out and sees her, it's like, okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And the chances of the ring being able to overcome...
It wouldn't block Gaia. It wouldn't block a god.
Right. On the other hand, Gaia always uses oracles rather than doing it herself for some reason, so maybe the gods don't do that much. You know the gods function under odd sets of rules and habits and stuff that probably have a purpose, but it's nothing that mortals or mortal adjacent people know about.
I also have access to a ring, the thing that was preventing you from looking at us. If we got you something like that and found a way for you to get out of state, out of town, somewhere do you know somewhere you could go that you would be safe?
I know. I have some friends that would take me in. Some old college buddies.
Out of state.
Oh yes. I'm not from here.
Looks at the others.
Connor just shrugs. It's like, well, I mean, this is why I choked this guy out, so he didn't have to listen to this bit.
Okay. Works for me.
Although, we'll make a quick roll.
And if you get any visions from Gaia, would you mind telling us about them?
Oh, no, not quite that.
No, that probably won't work out so well.
Got an image of Gaia's hand with one finger extended. I don't know what it means.
Okay, so 5 successes, maybe 6 if you count my street life culture knowledge of how things work with like lying and such. Is she on the up and up when she's been talking to us this whole time? Like I said, it'd be 5 or 6 successes. No, she hasn't been.
Not on everything. The fear and nervousness she's been showing, that's been real. The little bit of excitement at the ideal of you helping her get away, that seems to be excited. A little bit. But the more she talks,
exaggerated.
No, that seems to be legit. But the more she talks, something's nagging at the back of your head. You're not sure if you believe her when she says she's the Oracle.
Connor pauses before getting up. He'll just walk over to her, arms folded.
What?
Telarius.
Yes?
Would you mind invoking that power again?
I do. Nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the Oracle?
She does not open her mouth.
Great. Another goose chase.
It seems to be the standard these days for us.
Yeah. Happen to know where she might be. I will also activate Spirit Out.
Where she has no choice but talk.
I said speak,
because trivial, that's another one that were trivial targets.
Trivials automatically fail it.
So yeah, she blurts some stuff out. Please don't hurt her. She's so young. If you give us a chance, we'll absolutely just run.
Where is she?
She looks down the hallway that she had stepped out of.
Oh no.
Jaden walk into the room.
Despite Connor standing over, she tries to get up.
She's not.
And go after Jaden.
Is it a child?
It's my daughter.
We're not monsters. We are not going to hurt your child or any child.
God's dang child.
Jade, you walk back. There's a couple of bedrooms. You look at the master bedroom.
Sasha will walk back with Jade and escort the mother back.
That master bedroom looks empty. So you when you open the other door, it looks like a little girl's room. It's not I mean, this whole apartment is not in great shape. But there's a small collection of toys and stuff. And you see a little girl sitting there like combing a doll's hair. She's 7-ish, 8-ish. I went the door, but she's like, yes?
All of us are just rebooting right now. Hold, please.
I need you to come with us, honey. We're gonna go take you to your mom, okay?
She stops. She stands up. She turns towards you. Is my mother all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
But she doesn't look up at you. And as she turns, you see she's got completely whited out eyes.
And probably.
That is the price of seeing.
And she rolls onto her back, and Crab walks across the room.
Well, no, it's not. Nothing about her eyes look unnatural.
I'm just being a smartass.
Yeah.
So they look legitimately like blinded out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. I'm not there. So, good to know.
Who are
Robert's gonna take a second and just kind of kneel down to her. It's like, it looks like you like dolls. Is that true, sweetie?
It's the only toy I've had this toy as long as I can remember. And she kind of hugs it close like she's worried you're going to take it.
No. He's like, no. I was actually more curious of what you like another.
She kind of shrugs.
Is there any?
Is my mama all right?
Yeah, your mom was
No.
fine. Come on,
She's perfectly fine. I promise.
I don't think she can walk on her own, guys.
No, yeah.
No.
Hayden
We're not
would
gonna.
take her hand
Okay.
and be like, "Come on, let's go take you to your mother."
Is there just like a random scrap of wood of any kind in this rundown apartment?
Turns into a doll.
There's an old couch that's got big wooden legs on it. But
does it
Mark's
work with
sleeping there
fabric
right
too?
Yeah.
Would it work with
he could
fabric,
sew
Robert?
with just his hands.
Yeah, like literally my hands become any tool I need.
Not physically transformed, but he could work stuff like he's got the proper tools.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I took my hair and made it into a lockpick, I can take that same hair and make it work like a needle with thread.
Or thread, yeah.
See, fabric doll might be more cuddly than wooden doll.
I mean, he'd probably go and break. And you're like, well, you're probably not going to need this. Cracks a leg and rips off a little bit of fabric. I'll see what I can make out of this.
So anyway,
Please.
They all walk back into the living room.
What's oh.
The little girl's like, "Mama, over here, honey. I'm okay."
Nobody's harmed.
Yeah, they haven't hurt anybody but Mark. And you realize she didn't mean to say that, but she's still blurting out and has to be honest. So.
Didn't even hurt him.
Mark really doesn't mean anything to you guys, right? Like, we're not a dick for like knocking out your husband or something. Or her father.
At that point, the woman just looks mildly offended. No, I told you we're not anything.
I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
It's like you said she was dating Chad or something.
The little girl's like, "We don't know who my daddy is."
Zeus.
Well, I mean, could be Apollo given
Yeah.
mention of prophecy.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna direct Smoochums to come over towards the little girl, and if the little girl wants to like scritch him.
There's fur in front of you.
She reaches out, she kind of pets him.
He's a good boy.
He's not a real dog, though.
No, he's not. Still a good boy, though. She'll kind of nod to smooch him to shift back.
When all that fur shifts into scale, she yanks her hand away from the.
He's still a good boy. I can swear on everything good to you and good to me that he will not harm you.
She just kind of eases over in the direction she heard her mother's voice. Slowly, like she's kind of, feeling the area to make sure she doesn't bump into anything.
So.
And when she gets within arm's reach, her mother just picks her up and sits in her lap.
The offer still stands. Can get you at least a step ahead for now.
Like I said, we'll run if you think we've got a chance of making it. Then she just got looking at y'all.
Question to story guide, storyteller. Would there be any way for Sasha to bend her mother's ear at this time? Because she knows, like, family bonds, especially, like, mothers and children are important to a set.
It's possible. This would be the sort of thing that would catch her attention.
She's just going to kind of nod to everyone. I'm going to make sure we're still good. And she's going to go outside, flip Smoochum's back, walk unnoticed, and try and catch her mom's attention.
How's she going to catch her mom's attention?
I mean, she's out of hair.
Yeah.
Should have to sacrifice something else important to her. Come here, Smoochums.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Boy.
Kill Connor. It's fine. It's the only way.
He's not as good a boy.
That's true.
That wouldn't end well anyway.
Yeah. That would screw
Goes to
over
the afterlife. Goes to the afterlife and starts a war between the fucking.
Oh, no.
Mid-year and the shit. That would not end well.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, the oath, like it literally says, like if you intentionally like cause any harm to your bonded partner, the gods are like, yo, and you get like
fucker.
You get
That's
bitch
it.
slapped
Release
for
the Furies.
it. Basically.
Well, the Furies go to Cannon Slayers, but.
Well, damn. Okay, she does have. She has another ring on her hand, the Ring of the Serpent.
Okay, what does that do?
It gives her access to 2 different purviews.
Okay, that might be going a little far.
That might be going a little far. She's just gonna.
Bloodletting.
Yeah, she's gonna just.
Poor Connor, he's dating a cutter.
He'll probably feel the fact that she's like, okay, she's like knife across the palm.
Sasha just got hurt a little bit, but there's no like panicked or combat feelings coming from it. Just kind of resigned
where she went to.
She
Set,
stepped outside.
Mom, I have a question.
Your phone rings.
Picks it up.
Yes, my daughter.
We're in, as you're probably aware, quite a pickle.
Yes, all the Pantheons are watching Olympus quite closely.
I know that we, as a band, are going to be a focus of it and a focus of trouble. Is there anything in your power that you can do to protect the mother and the child?
The events in that area all fall under the shoot, I'm blanking on my words now.
Jurisdiction.
That'll work. That's not what I was trying to think of. But under the jurisdiction of the Theo.
if I can get them out of this area.
You know, it seems to me that I may have some followers driving through the southern part of Nebraska.
Funny that.
Hold
And
on,
I'm-
I'll text you a little map.
Thank you.
Uh,
We'll give them something to help them stay a few steps ahead and get them that direction.
and she gives you a rest stop or a service station or something.
She'll text back, do you have a name that I can give them so they know?
She sends you the name of whatever follower it would be.
Okay.
But yes, if they get that distance away, they'll be outside the kind of outside the no man's land.
That Olympus is.
The area right around Olympus and the lake, and even Orthus. It's not that there's some power keeping us out. It's more of a jurisdiction, boundaries sort of
agreement.
thing. If we got involved, it would be us getting involved in an internal affair of the Theo. And no Pantheon cares for another one getting it in their personal business.
You don't happen to know any more details than that, do you?
I know, but this woman and her daughter, if you can get them down here, I can take some steps to protect them.
I'll send them that direction as soon as they can pack a bag. Thank you.
Of course.
She will go back inside and kind of try and hide the hand behind her back.
Connor
that when I was
just
4
gives her
didn't
a
work.
Look.
Just kind of like gives a look back like, I dare you. Say something. I fucking dare you. So, made a few phone calls. There are some followers of a set. The goddess I'm a scion of. That will be going through southern Nebraska soon. I can give you their name and a location to meet them, and she can offer you protection. It's just she can't do anything in Olympus.
You may need more than an overnight bag.
Anything you care about and want to get out of here, take with you.
We've always had to travel light, but I'll grab our clothes. Honey, sit here. She sits.
I'll help you pack.
So once they're out there, the little girl sitting there, kind of kicking her feet. If we're leaving, can I call my friends and tell them goodbye?
What friends, honey?
I'm part of a band.
Oh no.
They say I'm their 5th member.
Oh no.
How old are they?
Oh, they're old. They're old like you.
They're ancient and crumbling ruins.
Yep. Probably not it's generally not a good idea to make parasocial relationships with people who are much older than you. The power dynamics are never in your favor. I say this as an influencer.
Okay, but Penelope
Honey, I
and
don't-
Chad were always really nice to me.
Let me put it to you this way. If you told them you were leaving, they would probably take your mother away from you to keep you here by force.
They wouldn't hurt Mother. Well, Dixie might.
The angry redhead might.
Well, she has no idea who's a redhead and who's not. But
Sure.
The
She
lady
knows
with the funny voice.
angry.
Mr. Kim might not let us leave. Yeah, Mr. Kim probably wouldn't let us leave.
Precisely.
It's better to go while they don't know.
I came into Son of my magic young like you. Not nearly as powerful as you are, though, but you have to set boundaries with people that want to abuse your power.
You've stepped out of the room to pack bags.
Yelling back down the hallway.
Well, that's true. This is a small apartment, so it's not like the sound isn't carrying.
Oh, Lord. Would you say
Uniform
Robert's
on the
done
wall.
making the doll by now?
Oh, yeah.
He was smiling, just like, here you go, sweetie.
She takes it. She seems to be fascinated by its face. The one she's got is something along the lines of a Cabbage Patch. Not with the plastic face, though, but it's like just all cloth. So the wooden one with the carved face is like, you run her hands up and down.
He would tell her, like, I'm a craftsman. I enjoy making these from time to time. So, just a little something for you.
Oh, you're the one that's got the short daddy.
Yes, I have the short father. But it's okay. Just, size doesn't matter about that.
I'm short, too.
I see we were all short at one point in time. Just unfortunately he never got to get much taller than, say, what you are now. But it's okay. He got used to it, and he made life work for him.
So back in the bedroom, the mother is packing rather quickly. I mean, you get the impression she's packed quick before, though. I mean, there's not a lot of wasted motion.
Yeah.
She seems to know exactly how to pack everything into the...
At some point, Sasha's probably like, she's got this under control. I'll just like toss her empty bags.
You know, it's like one decent size piece of luggage for her, and then a slightly smaller one. She goes into her daughter's room and packs.
Do you want me to pack you anything from the kitchen? Snacks? Anything like that?
Oh, yes, if you would. She rattles off some stuff that you can...
I'll pack that
stuff
up.
that travels good.
Also, if possible, before we leave, the Telarius, could you deactivate any tracking software that might be on her cell phone
Or on their persons.
or on their person?
Do I see anything hinky here? Like, it would stick out like a sore thumb if there was like a security camera.
There's nothing on the
Big
mother
gas.
or the daughter.
Sure.
Mark's the only one in the apartment that had a cell phone.
Mark doesn't need a cell phone anymore, does he?
Not really, but I'm not gonna. Let's see. But I will snoop through it for a sec, see if there's anything good on it.
Could always factory reset Mark's cell phone.
Penelope and Kim. Well, actually, the entire Varangian band's numbers are on there.
Text messages.
This pretty much the same numbers that you already got for them. So,
Yeah.
Probably they're throwaway phones, but
Sure.
Yeah, but if there's any text, that could be helpful to copy.
I feel like it's just call logs.
There's not a lot. It's like he deletes them fairly regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Technology man. Or person.
But most recently, it was him sending a text to Penelope saying that that Casey had lost sight of them. And it's dated from basically like the
3 days ago.
I guess it'd be this morning.
Okay. Solarius will look down and like, honey, your name, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How'd you know?
I'm something of an oracle too.
She kind of smiles at that.
Hmm.
It's not as
They
fun as
pat-
people
they pat
seem to
her.
think it would be.
No, it really isn't. They always
About that
want
time,
something
Sasha
back.
and Sasha's already in the kitchen packing stuff, and about that time,
Mhm.
Casey's mom comes in.
No. They actually will factory reset the phone and give it and hand it over.
Would your technology
you can have-
skills allow you to change the phone number?
Good question. Sorry, guide.
That would be a little in depth.
Sure.
SIM card?
Yeah, he can swap it. He can swap it out for another SIM card, of course.
That'll
That's
probably be
what
the
the number is set up on. But as far as like reprogramming the card or something now.
Yeah.
But you
here,
guys
I'll do
keep
this.
Yeah, you guys keep burner phones laying around. So
Yeah.
Yeah, swap it out with one of our burners.
Take the SIM card and just like take the one he has out, and just put in a new one. There you go.
It's
That's about as good as we can get.
before.
Oh, me? So if you need anything, I'll put our numbers on there if you need anything. Or I'll put my number on there if you need anything. You can contact me.
Thank you.
Can be our 6th member.
You, not her.
Yeah, no children.
No children. Strict no children policy. In
He's
about
like-
10 years, 11 years, come find us. We could always use a...
You can't be in our band right now, but we'll groom you to be in our band later. Okay.
No.
That's a lot
don't
healthier.
don't say that.
That's a lot healthier.
No. All of us are like,
No, that's the X card right there, right away.
All right, then, completely changing the subject.
Yes.
So y'all all hustle out of the building at that point.
we also get her out. Probably truck them to the closest bus depot.
Greyhound
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
I assume we get them enough for a ticket and then probably then some.
I would absolutely give them like some like
Yeah.
light spending cash.
Yeah, definitely.
I think all of us are like, here, take all of our money. Like,
This is what we got on us.
$1,000 later.
So yeah, it's a few hour drive or a couple hour drive.
Yeah. But crucially outside of Othris or
Yes,
Olympus.
this is down close to the border.
Yeah, cool.
Close to the southern border of Nebraska.
definitely mention, please call us once you make our text, once you make contact. Just
well,
say you're safe.
If y'all are driving them down there, you drive them down to the
Truck
truck
let's
stop.
just drive them.
Yeah, we can
to
drive
the
them
truck
that
stop
way.
where this will be meeting your mother's people.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought we were getting them, but okay, yeah. We'll even stop for McDonald's. If we want to.
Casey's
How
all
far-
excited about that.
How far out of the city will we be going for this?
Way out of the city. Right?
Farther than Allsgood is from us.
Because that's like an entire day.
Oh yeah, that I was thinking. Yeah, because there's the lake.
Yeah, Nebraska's big.
Yeah, I was thinking Nebraska, I was thinking where I've got Olympus placed was a lot closer to the Kansas border.
I mean, if we want to make a road trip,
We
Just
can't
to be
afford to.
this
I
is
really
fair.
can't.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you in that case you take them down. You take them down to Ogallala.
Ogla?
Ogala?
Ogallala, or something like that.
Ogala.
Or Roll, Big Springs. One of them towns that's on I-80.
Mhm.
And yeah, from there you can get them on a bus that'll run them down to McCook or wherever the truck stop was.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of the border being basically where the Denver border is, just
Wait.
cutting all the way across, and it cuts out. So
Looks over at Connor. Do you have any spares available?
Pluck.
yeah, because you never reconstituted the one that murdered last night.
Nope.
Just pops back in covered in blood.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Don't worry, it's not mine. And the guy it does belong to doesn't need it anymore.
There you go. A little bit of a guard.
So yeah, you load them up, and them and Faux Connor up on a bus. The bus takes off.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all book it back up to to Olympus.
Back up to Olympus immediately.
Back up to Casadel Farm.
I'm waiting for us to just drive up and it's in flames. Again.
And Shauna's outside going, wee!
You were gone too long.
She got bored.
But yeah, we roll back up into the farm.
But no, the farm is still standing. Shauna's still laying in the barn door, eating something.
Give her like a little.
So you see, when y'all start pulling in, you see her take whatever she's eating, kind of pull it back into the barn out of sight.
I'll toss like a toy from the Happy Meal into her barn.
This isn't shiny.
Well, it depends on what kind of plastic it is.
Fair enough.
She starts fiddling with it, trying to figure out what it is anyway.
You would have been disappointed anyway, Shauna. There was no fighting.
None at all?
None at all.
Oh. Sometimes the person we're looking for turns out to be a baby, and we can't fight
That's
a baby.
an easy fight to win.
That's wrong. That's wrong, Shauna.
I guess babies are peoples. All right.
Yes, babies are peoples.
peoples.
They're little peoples, but still peoples.
Why I got you the little toy. That's kind of like, and we're gonna get to it. I promise.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
Yeah, but they're not your father. They walk off.
All right. Well, it's after 9, so I guess we'll wrap here.
Whew.
Eventually, we'll get to a battle.
Yeah,
A little pre-battle planning.
It's pre-planning. We're getting to the apex. We're riding the roller coaster. We're going up the ride.
Well, we've only got counting tonight. I think we had a week of Tuesdays left. I think we're sitting somewhere at like 6 or 7 sessions left now.
7 Tuesdays left. So stay here and watch us.
Spiral into something.
So coming in next week, y'all have the option of trying to track down and confront the Varangians. You have the possessed guy that you're still interested in.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha would ask Teleris, do you want to hold on to the information about the little girl as far as the Varangian band, like, essentially kidnapping or holding by coercion?
Oh, I'm ready for that one.
Maybe we should wait until they...
No, we'll wait until they get where they need to go. But I am ready for... I am chomping at the bit for that one.
Okay. Because I know you were recording everything.
Anyway. Get to the part where you have me tell what's going on the week.
Well, now you've stolen my thunder. Now I don't care if you tell. Go ahead. Tell what's coming up.
All right, so today's Tuesday. We had the World at War. Tomorrow we have JT running False Island Knights. Thursday we have King Rambo running a Knight's Ransom. Friday we ain't got nothing. But Saturday we don't have anything either because Stolen Cities is still on hiatus for the moment. But Sunday we have Varenheim with Trail, and then we come back to Monday and we have the Troubleshooters with Captain Sack, and then we'll be back here on Tuesday.
So I hope everybody out there had fun. I certainly had fun running this session.
Yeah.
And with all that business taken care of, I guess that'll do us. So we will see y'all next week. Everybody wave.
We didn't kill a child. Go team.
Yay?
Yay.
Do you really need a pat on the back for that?
Minimum.
Yeah.